right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It is us, Dragon's Greed Gaming. You are joining us for our next episode in our Alien Frontier War campaign, as we are diving into part, I believe, 4 of Operation Deep Shaft. We finally are getting to the finale of this mission tonight. So, and then we will be on to more sci-fi horror goodness. So thank you all for joining us, whether you're listening in at home on the podcast or tuning in through YouTube. Thank you for being here. I am your host, the Great Unclean One, and I am joined by most of the usual crew. We've had a bit of a shift. Unfortunately, Scaarr could not be here tonight due to hurricanes in Texas. He's been without power the last couple days and just got it back today, so he's dealing with all that stuff. Luckily, Matt has decided to join us once again to at least finish off this mission, so we still have a 4-man crew tonight, so that'll be great. As always, stop by the Facebook page for all the latest news on the show. Check us out over on Spreaker, where we host the podcast. Tune in on iTunes and Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcast. Leave us those reviews. 5 stars, of course. And where else? Oh, check us out on YouTube if you haven't already. Subscribe over there. And if you are a super fan and you got a couple extra coins you want to toss our way, consider joining the Patreon, where you can toss gold coins in a big pile of gold coins so we can do cool stuff with the show. Or just join the Patreon if you want to hear our monthly posts that I put out every month. Or I guess read. There's nothing to listen to. But I put out a monthly post every month, kind of tell what's going on with the show, what we're doing for the future and things like that. So if you're a member, you can just get those for free. And then if you want to be a paid member and get some cool bonuses, there's that too. So, and of course, patrons, all of those that are throwing coins in the Dragon's Hoard, thank you. Means a lot. And I hope you guys have been enjoying what we've been throwing down for you. So I'm pretty stoked about Alien. I'm very excited. But we'll do our usual roundtable and tell the listeners what you're up to. So as usual, tell us who you are, who you're playing, and anything else you want to tell the listeners about. We will start it off with our good friend Sean, Mr. Reliable, always here in the hot seat. What's up?
Hey, good to be back as always. Happy to be playing more Aliens. And honestly, I'd play whatever. I'm always just here to hang out and have fun. Yeah, I'm going to be playing Alexander Cruz, Private. He's the dedicated Marksman. So he's, kind of uncertain about what's going on here and all these now dying bodies and secret super marines, but he's ready to rumble.
Quite the session last time.
Yeah, pretty wild. Yeah, a lot happened. So, and excited for more. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Well, we're happy to have you. We'll switch it over to Eric, who I guess has survived the hurricanes in Texas. I don't know how close you are to Scaarr. I don't remember where you guys live. So.
Yeah, so I'm quite a bit further north. I think I'm about 4 or so hours from where the hurricanes hit.
Do you ever get hurricanes where you're at, or are you like too far inland?
No, I'm too far inland. We sometimes get like the rain associated with them, depending on the path, but we rarely get direct damage from something like that.
As soon as he told me that, I was like, you need to leave Texas immediately. Please take your job offer sooner rather than later and get the fuck out.
Yeah, there's a few times in the Marines that we went down and like supported kind of the cleanup stuff. My unit helped with that.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know the Marines did that. I thought that was kind of left to the National Guard.
Because we're fairly local, so we were able to kind of send support and kind of set up operations down there.
Oh,
to help with rescues and stuff.
Good. Were you ever involved in anything like that? Like, rescue somebody off a roof that was stranded or some shit like that?
No, because I was TAC during that time, we kind of helped set up the network. I stayed up here, but our reservists, we ended up activating them and preparing them to kind of go down and support.
Gotcha. Well,
pretty cool.
Thank you for your service. We appreciate it. So I mean that. I'm not being facetious. I do support our veterans. So something I can never do. So I have a great admiration for anybody that's done it. So
Thank you.
And who are you playing tonight?
I am playing Lance Corporal like Tagar, the alien killer.
It's true. You soloed the monster in the bar, much to Weaver's surprise.
Yeah. So the assault marine breacher, good at close combat and maybe blowing things up from afar. We'll see.
All right. You might need some of that soon. We'll see. We'll see how this all goes down.
Good thing I have more grenades.
And then also part of our regular cast, Adam, all the way from the Great White West. What's going on?
Not much. Just still locally hearing the bombs of 4th of July still going off because people just don't know how to quit here in LA. But it's just like a week before and a week after. It's just 2 weeks of just ridiculousess.
Just the whole month of July is just fireworks.
It's just, yeah. I can't tell if it's gunfire or just a bomb going off or a firework. But
it's LA, so it's all the above, right?
Honestly, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, especially in my neighborhood. It's
okay.
College kids and homeless. So.
Oh boy.
But I'll be playing Sergeant Gunther Schmidt, so I'll be the sergeant of the group, as well as CBRN specialist. So I live my science and doing all that fun stuff with DNA and finding bad bugs and whatnot, viruses. So.
And strange metallic alien urns filled with black goo.
A black goo that sometimes you just want to lick.
I would drink it if I could. I would bathe in it. All the black goo.
It's probably good for the skin. I'd imagine so. It's got like that cleansing.
Yeah, it's like one of those facial masks. It just mutates your whole face. It's great.
Blow bubbles in it.
And
but yeah, hey.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, and yeah, I'm just ready to make some more terrible decisions as our captain or our sergeant. So.
Yeah. Well, if you keep this up, you're never gonna make it to captain. So, just consider that. All right, and last but not least, we have Matt joining us, returning as one of our backup NPCs. What's going on?
Thank you for having me back. Good to be here as always. I'll be picking up the reins of Corporal Kyle Ogata, basically the squad's medic and corpsman. Hopefully not too much more bad stuff could happen to us, because clearly we've been through the worst of it. It can't get worse, right? Of course. We spirits up, hopes up, and we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Yeah. How soon your small little world will be shattered?
My bubble is made of titanium and it'll never pop.
Oh yeah, no, you're in a black goo bubble and it's about to pop. So I'm the Great Unclean One. I am your host, as always, your game mother tonight as we continue our delve into Alien. If you've been keeping tabs on the the Discord, you may have heard I actually went to Florida. That's right. I finally visited my parents on Wednesday, and I got back today on Saturday to tell my grandfather about the divorce. I want to tell him in person, and then finally to see my parents' place that they retired to, which it actually turns out they've only been down there for about 3 or 4 years, but they've owned the house since I was in high school, so they've had it for like 20, 25 years. It's been a long time. So I finally got to see it. That was cool. Had a really good time. And when I told my dad, we always talk shit about Florida and sometimes Texas on the podcast, and we will continue to do that now that I've been here. And my dad was like, "Oh yeah, this place, it's a fucking zoo." Apparently, the thing in Florida is they do not know how to drive at all, and like every day there are accidents, and we're not just talking like, oh, someone bumped into somebody. We're talking cars are fucking flipped over in ditches. Like, my dad had pictures that he showed me, and fucking car just completely flipped over. And then I saw at least 4 accidents in the 2 days I was there. Cars off to the side, cars in ditches, people just leaving their cars where they were and just, we'll come and get it later. Just fucking zoo out there, man. But we went to Universal on Thursday, and I got to go to the Jurassic Park attraction, which was fucking awesome.
Nice,
dude. So this might be a bit of a ramble, folks, because this I actually had a good time despite being in Florida. Although I'll fuck that state. But anyway, so each section of Universal's parking is like named. Like there's the Spider-Man section, Jurassic Park section, whatever. So we ended up in the Jurassic Park section, and as we're walking through the parking garage, the fucking theme song is playing, and as you're walking in, you hear David Attenborough, a.k.a. John Hammond, welcome to Jurassic Park. It was surreal, man. I had an out-of-body experience. I'm a huge Jurassic Park fan, and, oh, man, it was so cool. And we went on a bunch of different rides. My parents' next-door neighbor they have a family member who works for Universal somehow, so we got free tickets, which is pretty legit. And then went to a bunch of different rides. Some cool stuff, some not some cool stuff. First of all, why the fuck is there a whole attraction for the fucking Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon? That is the dumbest idea for an attraction. If it was just like a museum, like, hey, here's the Tonight Show, here's all the hosts, but they force a ride into this, and you're in this big, it's like a bunch of theater chairs lined up, like 6 rows, and it's one massive thing that all moves at the same time, right? And there's a big screen in front of you, and it's like you're supposed to be there on the show. Who fucking cares? Stupid. They cram down the Jimmy Fallon stuff down your throat. Not funny at all. And then they make you sit through 3 minutes of one of the guys in the band rapping the rules of the ride to you. Which is like, I would rather shove bamboo shoots under my nails than listen to this. It is so fucking stupid in such a waste of time. It is like 10 minutes of lead up before you finally get to go on the fucking ride. And all it is the chair, the whole thing tilting back and forth. And they couldn't figure out a good idea for how do we make this into a ride. So you fucking race Jimmy Kimmel through the streets of New York. But then it gets like stupid shit, like your fucking little race car takes off and you fly to the moon. It is the dumbest shit I have ever seen. And it was the first ride I went on. I was like, this better not be par for the course. Because if this is what Universal is presenting me after 20 years ago, going on the Jaws and King Kong ride, man, how the mighty have fallen. Luckily, it all went up from there. But that ride fucking sucks. Universal, get rid of it. It was not funny at all. It was not an interesting ride. It was not a fun ride. It was fucking stupid. All right? Now, that being said...
Probably like an intern's first ride design. Come on.
It was dumb. It was dumb. There's a million other things you can pick. How about make a new Jaws ride? How about that? You still got the fucking lagoon there, and you still got the whole, the town, dockside, right? Anyway, luckily, there are rides that use these digital screens that do a far better job. The King Kong ride, the Harry Potter ride, and the Transformers ride, all fucking awesome. Just so cool with these huge cityscapes, landscapes. They even, like, if there's like an explosion nearby, you'll feel like heat. Or if there's like a splash of water, like, you know, like King Kong, like roaring in your face, you feel water like you're getting spit on. Oh, so cool. So cool. And the Harry Potter one, it's like you're on the fucking broom, so you're like chairs like up in the air, like facing straight down. Like, very, very cool. And all the lines, it's like you're in Hogwarts, or you're going through a jungle expedition. They even have a mummy attraction. Like, there's a fucking ride for the Mummy. How old is that movie now? Brilliant. Brilliant. And that fucking blew Jimmy Fallon's stupid shit out of the water. So, yeah. Was awesome. Had a blast. I got a new Jurassic Park t-shirt. I got a new... Oh, there it is, baby. You can
Nice,
see it.
yeah.
So I got a camo one, and then I got a new Transformers T-shirt, which I'll wear next week if I remember. And then Friday, I hung out with the folks. Went to the pool because they're in this gated community. So we went to the pool, went to the gym to work out a bit. We got this massive platter of seafood, $70, and it came with 4 corn cobs, a whole bunch of potatoes, and then a pound each of crab, crawfish, shrimp, clams, and mussels. Oh
That's
my
like
god!
$400 here in LA.
$70?
Set like with tax, I think it was about $80. It was
That's
awesome.
amazing.
Oh, it was so
Yeah.
good. Yeah, I'll send a picture because this tray was just huge. It was so
Yeah.
good. So we destroyed that. That was awesome. And then we played some Mexican Train, which is a domino game that my grandparents used to play with my parents when they would come visit. So in honor of Grandma's memory, we played a game of Mexican Train, and my mom whipped mine and my dad's ass, just like Grandma used to do. It's mostly based on luck, but somehow they always have it, so that was great. And then I got a stash of the Tavenati family recipe S cookies. That's pretty exciting. And yeah, all in all, it was pretty good. And I survived the airports. I was like one of the only people wearing a mask, so that's good. Keep it up, world. And yeah, so all in all, it's pretty good. Got some cool swag, and yeah, it was nice. A lot of fun. So, oh, and here's the best part. So, they have this gated community that they're in, right? So the gates, you get these transponder stickers on your car, kind of like the iPass stickers, and that activates the gate when you drive near it to open it up, right? Well, you have to get so close to these gates that people are constantly crashing into them, right?
Yeah.
And one of the gates was all damaged and fucked up. And they had finally fixed it, but the gate itself still didn't operate. So the physical gate was fixed, but it didn't work. Well, one of the other gates was still fucked up, and it was like smashed, like hanging off the hinge. And that's all taken care of by their HOA down there. So it's been that way for so long, and everybody's been calling the HOA like, when are you going to get this shit fixed, right? Someone tied a balloon to the smashed gate. And on closer inspection, my dad and I realized, we thought it was like a birthday balloon that someone just put there to be like, well, maybe if I put a balloon on here, the HOA will get pissed and they'll actually fix it, right? Even better, someone went to the trouble to not only get a balloon, but they got a balloon that says, feel better, for the fucking... Oh my god, I lolled so hard at that, probably more than I should, but that was fucking clever. So whoever was giving the middle finger to their HOA down there, keep up the good fight. We support you.
Yes, we do.
Oh, that shit was great. So yeah, I'm back. I got to see Grandpa. That was cool. He's 94, so he's up there. He slowed down a bit, but we still got to hang out, and all in all, it was good times. So, I'm back in time to run Alien, because unlike some people who will remain unnamed, I take this shit seriously.
Wow.
So,
Unnamed.
yeah. Who am I talking about? You'll never know.
Ooh.
Oh, and then Ernie was kind enough to pick me up from the airport, and so I bought him some lunch. We went over to Nico's. We got the chicken parm sandwich, Sean.
Bro,
very
it's
good.
great.
Very
Yeah,
good.
but I think,
Yeah.
top choice. Easy.
And then I told him like the full epic tale of all the money drama lately. Because he didn't know about that. So, and apparently he's gotten super obsessed with this new Star Wars trading card game. It's like a new Star Wars Magic type game that he's gotten super into, and now he's considering going to Gen Con just so he can get the $100 limited booster pack that Fantasy Flight is putting out for Gen Con. So
Amazing.
yeah, he's really all gung ho about that. So, but yeah, so we're back, folks, and why don't we dive straight in? Because I got a lot planned tonight, so I want to see how far we can get. So, quickly though, shout out to Alex Aguila. If you guys don't remember, he is the author of the one-shot scenario Dead Sea, which Sean was kind enough to run for us as one of our Halloween specials last year. And he also wrote another one called Outpost 247, which was the winning scenario in a contest that Free League did back towards the start of Alien a couple years ago. And he's currently writing a third that he kind of explained was like kind of be the end of his trilogy called Ghost Empire. Well, anyway, I had reached out to Alex when we first were going to run that to ask him if I could, credit him and stuff like that. And he reached out to me a few weeks ago, said, hey, I'm sorry, but I finally got a chance to listen to your guys' playthrough. And he said, I've listened to about 12 other podcasts play through this, and your guys was by far my favorite. He said we were the only group to ever kill the monster in the water, which was awesome.
Yeah.
And he said he liked some of the stuff we did so much, he was going to release a new version of it that he's been updating, and he's included some of the stuff that we did in our scenario as part of his canon and part of the personal agendas for some of the characters. Yes. So, well done, Sean. You get an A+ for that. And yeah, Alex said he really enjoyed it, and he's looking forward to see what else we do. So I told him we'll definitely try out the other ones when we have a chance. So
for sure.
Maybe for Halloween this year we'll do Outpost 247. So
I'd love to run it. So.
Yeah, hell yeah. And and I beat Shadow of the Tomb Raider last week. Finally.
Nice.
So
is that the third one?
Yeah, it's the third one. Yeah. Great game. It's not my favorite in the trilogy, mostly because I'm not too interested in like the Aztec Mayan stuff. Right. But it was still a really fun game and very cool. And again, if you don't think Lara Croft deserves to be in Dead by Daylight, you're wrong. Go play the new trilogy and you'll see why. So, the fucking final boss has sun fucking shooting out of his face and he's glowing like orange, okay? They're supernatural elements, trust me. So.
Yeah, the first boss in the final boss in the first game was like a fucking ghost.
Yeah. You're fighting like those weird Aztec monster warrior guys in the third game, and yeah, so people know what they're talking about. Anyway, enough of that. So, okay, let's dive in. We're gonna set the scene. We're gonna do our recap here. So, last time, Lance Corporal Tagar, you saw a bunch of people fleeing from the Mori Mori bar, and you stopped one of the miners to find out what was going on. And this panicked woman who was terrified was basically babbling and mentioning something about a monster inside the bar. You went to check it out, and once inside, you stepped into this horrific scene of blood, guts, and body parts that were just coating the ground floor of the bar. As you searched around, you could hear these disgusting, wet, squishy noises coming from behind the bar itself. And when you got around to see what was going on, you discovered a miner, which apparently I typed as M-I-N-O-R here. Thank you, spell check. A miner with an E, who looked horribly sick and mutated, and was eating the severed leg of who you assumed to be the bartender. And it just stared at you. And you did not hesitate, because as Matt knows, when you hesitate, people die. So you threw a grenade in its lap, which set off an explosion and blew up half the bar. It did not kill it, and then you started to try to light it on fire, but that didn't work. And then you pulled out your knife and you tried to pin its head to the floor. And while you did injure it, you didn't pin it to the floor. At this point, Weaver heard what was going on. Everybody could hear this commotion on the comms. She grabbed an assault rifle and rushed in to try to help you. And when she did, you gained like 4 stress in a matter of seconds. And then she panicked and dropped her gun. And before she could help, you actually managed to kill this creature, defending yourself. Somehow your armor held firm. And then you just stabbed the thing to death over and over. You then, after all this, decided to go join the group in the mines. Before you did, you decided to go check out the miners that had been put in quarantine. And they told you there were a couple people in quarantine, but you didn't go inside. They refused to go in there. They were terrified. And you're like, okay, whatever. And then you went back down to the mine to join the group. Once you rejoined the group, the group of you placed the general manager of the mine, Mystery, under arrest, handcuffing her and trying to get some more answers out of her about what was going on in the mine. She tried to keep her answers vague, you could tell intentionally, but eventually you learned that the company, Weyland-Yutani, had ordered her to secure one of these metallic urns. And while you guys were questioning her, your beloved Sergeant Schmidt started fiddling with the urn and popped it open. Inside, revealing these 6 glass little canisters that were filled with some sort of dark black liquid. He then decided to put the lid on the urn back on, and the group of you made your way finally down to sub-level 5. All 5 of you did, along with the medtech team, Mr. Shigara. It was down here that you discovered the bodies of 2 soldiers in unmarked black compression suits, equipped with high-tech Weyland-Yutani rifles and some strange black aerosol cans that were labeled AO or A0. You're not sure what that second letter or digit is. Schmidt, your sergeant, recognized these guys as members of the Black Guard, an elite special forces / black ops unit that are often assigned to blackout missions or to serve as bodyguards for high-ranking officers of the United Americas. So they are, in theory, allies. They are part of the same military that you guys are. Cruz took the comms from one of them, and then as you were investigating these bodies, you noticed there were other bodies. 7 more slain miners were scattered around the soldiers. And upon investigating, you realize that the miners had all been shot to death, and the 2 soldiers appear to have been killed by bludgeoning and slashing weapons, no gunshots. And as this was happening, you soon discovered you were surrounded by more miners who looked very pissed and armed with a variety of mining equipment and ready to pounce on you guys. But luckily, the sergeant talked them down, and you learned, they claimed, the Black Guard had apparently come down through the mine and started shooting everybody at random. And the miners said, fuck that, they fought back. They lost half their number doing so, but they managed to kill these 2 Special Forces guys. Mystery, the manager, she claimed that she had no idea who these soldiers were or why they were there. At this point, you guys made your way down to sub-level 6, but before you could, you discovered the elevator had gone back up to the surface. It eventually came down past your floor and then returned to sub-level 5. You guys could tell, looking through the plastic strip door that kind of leads out of the entrance of this floor, there were someone or something in the elevator, but you couldn't quite make out who. Once you were down on sub-level 6, the comms unit that Cruz took from the soldier came to life. Someone by the name of Karambit was asking for an ETA. Someone on the other end saying, we'll be there in about 10 minutes. He also mentioned, Karambit mentioned, that there were some nut jobs from the cult down in the basement, which you guys know is the lowest level of the mine where the accident happened. As you continued forward, you finally got down to sub-level 6. At the very end of the tunnel, you could see figures of a bunch of people, but by the time you really saw them, they disappeared out of sight, maybe down another tunnel or down another shaft, you're not sure. When you got to the end of the shaft, you found, or the end of the tunnel, you found the shaft that led down to the basement. There was a winch-controlled, lift, and there was also a huge ladder bolted into the side of the shaft, so you could climb down. It'd probably be faster. You couldn't see the bottom because it was such a long drop, but you could hear what sounded like chanting from down below. At least 1 or 2 of you could hear that. It was at this point Ogata pointed out that he knew a bit about a cult called the Cult of the Two Divines. He explained that he had stopped one of their suicide bombers when he was on guard duty, and that is kind of how he got recruited into the Marines. by kind of spotting this bomber and putting him down before they caused any damage. He further explained that they were a splinter group of another group called the Church of the Immaculate Incubation. And Ogata explained to you that the church believed that the banned book Space Beast was kind of like a gospel of sorts, believing that the dragon that Robert Morsi describes in the Space Beast is a creature that was coming to herald in humanity's judgment. And the Church of the Immaculate Incubation basically wants to get their souls ready for this coming of the apocalypse, so that when it does happen, they are not devoured by the Space Beast, or their souls at least aren't devoured. Something to that effect. Before you guys entered the shaft, Karambit got word from his squad that they had reached the elevator and were heading down. And at this point, Mystery started showing signs of the infection. Ogata knocked her out with some drugs. She was freaking out as you guys were starting to decide what to do with her. She tried to take off, but Cruz was able to hold her in place, keep her from escaping. Ogata knocked her out with some drugs, while Cruz and Okano held her down. And then Schmidt, you decided to try to use the comms unit to try to contact these Blackguard. And there was a silence, but eventually Karambit replied, revealing he was a captain, and that he was on UAAC orders. That's the United America's Allied Command. That is the highest command of the entire UA military. So they control all the branches of the military. The Marines, the Army, the Air Force, which is a Space Force at this point. And I think there's one, the Orbital Defense Forces, I believe is the other one. So he said they were on UAAC orders, but would not reveal what exactly his squad was up to. And he basically ended the conversation by saying, hey, if you want to assist us with dealing with the cult, we won't mind the backup, but if you're not ready to fight, just keep doing what you're doing and get the civilians out of here. At this point, all eyes turned to Mystery as you were trying to decide what to do with her. And you guys made the decision. She was clearly mutating, and the safest thing would be to put her down before she turned into a monster. And it was with some hesitation that Scaarr's character, O'Connell, took out his knife, and with one last question, asking Ogata, "Are you sure?" As in, "Are you sure she's going to turn?" Ogata said, "Yes, I'm sure." He drove his knife in the back of her skull, killing her instantly. And that is where we will pick up for tonight. So, any questions before we dive in here?
Yes. How did the Blackguard guys die?
They were like beaten to death by the miners. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Is it gonna be you this time? You're gonna play the role of Scaarr, right?
Well, he's not here right now, so someone's got to fill the role.
We'll just take turns, just all asking questions. Chris just explain.
Yeah, and it's not like I answered it an hour ago. It was like 5 minutes ago. And then it's wait. What level of the mine are we on? Oh my god.
Is the waters clear? Oh, choppy. Okay, gotcha. Good time.
Oh man. So we are down in the mine. We are on sub-level 6. The 5 of you are here. Oh, also you guys had left Ishigara and the remaining medtechs up on sub-level 6 to help fix up the injured miners and eventually bring them topside. So the 5 of you are here. You are around the shaft leading down to the basement. Mystery's crumpled corpse is laying on the floor, slowly being engulfed in a pool of blood that's forming around the back of her head. And that's where we're going to pick it up. What do you all do?
I'm gonna search Mystery's body before we go forward. See if there's anything on it.
Okay, check here.
Maybe like a Peter.
Maybe a secret love letter telling us why she likes these urns.
The only things that she has other than the compression suit, she does have a PDAT, and she also has a what's called a Samani E-Series watch. It is a watch that it's got a dual face, so it can keep time for 2 different time zones. Most people will have one for their whatever time zone they're in, the planet they're on, and then one for what time it is back on Earth. It also includes oxygen and pressure sensors to warn the user in the case of a hull breach, and it grants a +1 to survival tests.
Better go ahead and pocket both of those.
Okay, you can take...
Way to look out for the troops.
The watch is an item you can grab. It's under the diagnostics and display in the gear section. It's nothing like super rare. They're easy enough to come by, but that's the only thing she has that's like interesting. And then she has a PDAT as well. And it's got the Weyland-Yutani logo on the back of it.
Now, are PDATs like, do they have like a passcode, or is it like a retina scan, or is it like face scan like iPhone?
I would assume they have some sort of passcode because they're described basically as a personal data tablet.
Yeah, okay.
So they might have a fingerprint thing too, but it's probably some sort of passcode you type in.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, what did you say the watch was called again?
Samani E-Series watch.
Samani E-Series watch.
If not, I can drag it from her character sheet and put it on yours, I think.
Okay, yeah, because I'm not... Oh, no, there it is. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just blind.
All right. What's it going to be?
Well, go down and help that guy, right?
Yeah, boys. Let's, who wants to go down first?
Lock and load. Maybe our breacher.
Lead from the front.
Alright, I'm gonna start making my way down
My sergeant, lead the way.
I'm gonna use the ladder, not the crank. I don't feel like sitting here cranking.
Okay. Fair enough. So, does everybody go down?
Yep.
All right.
I'll hold up the rear and make sure that nothing's following us.
There's nothing following you.
I am also very much not at the point position. I would be in the safest spot Ogata could realistically get himself. He was not eager to charge it.
I mean, there's 5 of you, so the middle's probably the safest. As far as
I'll be up front.
You can have 2 bodies between each end of the line. All right. Well, you make your way down this ladder one by one, and as you do, you can hear the sounds of voices growing louder. Eventually, you get to the bottom of this shaft. There's some scattered mining equipment down here, and you can see that the path kind of just goes straight out. There's a tunnel that leads ahead. You can see that it starts to descend slightly as you guys make your way there. And as you come around the corner, you can see it opens up into a vast cavern. At the end of this cavern, right where the path kind of ends, you can see what is clearly one of the Blackguard soldiers. He's in the armor, and he's kind of off hiding to the side. You can see he's watching what's going on in front of him. Now, he sees you guys, he notices you, and he probably motions for you guys to get down low or take cover, but he doesn't say anything.
Yeah, take cover, yeah.
All right.
I'll definitely take cover.
All right. Everybody, please give me a mobility test here for stealth. I see Schmidt, Ogata.
God damn.
Wow.
I'll give one of mine to Schmidt
since he bopped it.
He beefed it.
Yeah. Okay, good idea. You see he's about to lean up against some debris, and you can tell it's gonna shift if he touches it. So you grab his wrist to make sure he doesn't do that, and then you guys kind of get low, and you probably get kind of close to this guy. You guys well, here's the thing. So you guys actually recognize the Blackguard member, to your surprise. I'm going to share his art with you. Disregard the weird black face paint this has, AI art at its finest. But otherwise, you see a soldier, every bit the image of a soldier. The guy is big, he looks fit, he's got this black unmarked compression suit on. He's got a little bit of stubble, but otherwise he's clean shaven. He's got dark brown hair, fairly short, a little bit long at the top, and he's got kind of hazel colored eyes that are pretty striking. But otherwise, definite soldier. But here's the thing: you, except maybe Ogata, you all recognize him. It is the missing medtech.
Oh.
What a badass.
What in the fuck?
Yeah.
Guys, isn't that the missing tech? What the fuck's going on?
It is most certainly the missing medtech. However, before you guys can really discuss that, your attention is drawn towards the center of the room. So in this room, this cavern, you can see as you're getting through this entrance, there is debris everywhere. It is very clear there was an explosion of some sort down here. And what you see is there is about 15 other people down here. You see that there are... Make sure I have the right numbers. Let me go back here. Okay. There are 2 figures that are standing maybe about 20, 30 meters away. Their backs are to you, and they are also watching what's up ahead of you. In the chamber, you can see that the entire floor is filled with bubbling black goo. And as you're sitting here, you can tell that it is rising very, very slowly. On the edge of the goo, in a semicircle, you see another 10 people. I'm sorry, there's three watching, and there's 10 that are that doesn't make it. Yeah, I can't count. 3 guards, 11 watching. 14. There's 11 in a semicircle, and they are also kind of facing inwards, standing in the goo, about waist deep. You see a woman. She's wearing a compression suit, and she looks... Let me get her picture here. You can see iconography on her compression suit that you've never seen before. Ogata, you recognize it as the sigils and iconography of the cult of the 2 divines. She's in a very almost form-fitting compression suit. It's got red markings on some of it. Most of it is like a dark grayish color, but there's red markings that you see that have clearly been put on there by hand. And she's got her hair pulled back in a tight ponytail. You can see basically there's 2 strands of hair, like the ponytail's been split somewhere in the back. And she does have her compression helmet on. The whole suit is on, but she's standing in the goo, waist deep. And she looks like she is up to no good. And as you guys get down here, you can hear her voice is the one that is echoing through the chamber. And she holds her arms out like this as she's speaking to the group. You can tell she's mostly addressing the 11 that are on the very edge of the goo. You can see some of them even like standing like just like ankle deep in the goo as it's kind of encroaching up on them. You hear her, "Children, come forth and bear witness to the truth our Grandseer spoke of. You stand amongst the sacred ground of our gods. Our brave brothers and sisters gave their lives to uncover this place. And now it falls to us. We cannot let their sacrifice be in vain." And then you see she scoops her hand through the goo, and she like holds up like a handful of it. And as she does, it's dripping between her fingers down her gloved arm. And she continues, "Behold, the true nectar of the gods, their gift to us, their gift to cleanse this life and our souls. Long has it been prophesied that humanity's death would be amongst the stars, but not for us. Not for you." At this point, she takes off her helmet, and she just lets it plop and sink into the goo. And as she completes this, you see the 11 people that are standing on the edge also take off their helmets and just throw them to the ground. But to your horror, they continue to remove their compression suits. And you see them like stripping out of the suits. They've got clothes on underneath, but they are getting out of their suits completely. And as they're doing this, she continues her sermon.
Is the black guard just watching this? He's not doing anything?
We'll get to that. All right? There's flavor text, Sean. All right?
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Yeah.
She continues her sermon. "The destroying angels are coming to pass judgment over mankind, but we will not be found wanting. Now step forth, newborn. Take the next step to steal your soul when their judgment falls upon us." And now that they no longer are in their suits, they begin to take several steps forward until they're in about knee-high goo. And the woman shouts out, she shouts the phrase, "Out there be demons." And all at once, the rest of the assembled people, they seem to respond to her and they say, "Inside us be angels." And one of these newborn, as she called them, steps forward until they're standing right in front of her. She puts her one hand on their lower back, and the hand that was in the goo and is still wet and dripping on their forehead. And as she does this, she plunges them backwards into the goo and shouts, "You will become a destroying angel." And this is the madness you guys see unfolding in front of you. What do you do? I will also point out the 3 that are standing guard appear to be holding rifles of some sort. The others that are standing in the goo look like they probably have an assortment of, like, knives and pistols. But everyone's back is to you right now except the priestess. But she clearly does not notice you, and if she does, she doesn't seem to care.
How close are we?
So, this room is probably about 100 meters in diameter. It's pretty huge.
Yeah.
You can see there is dried black goo all along the walls and on the ceiling. And you see bobbing and floating in the goo are more of those metallic urns. Dozens, if not more. You even see now, you notice there's a couple, like, out of the goo, like, in the rubble and stuff like that. The closest guards, the ones with the rifles that are with their backs to you, they are about 30 meters away. So she's probably about 50 meters because she's right in the center. And the other 11, well, 10 now, because one guy's underwater, or under goo, you can tell they are lining up to do the same thing and to basically be baptized in the goo.
Is 30 meters long range?
I would say she is at long range.
Okay.
Well, it depends, because each weapon has its own range band. So it depends on the weapon you have.
Oh. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, mine just says short range.
Let me see. Oh, because you have the shotgun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would say the...
Oops.
Okay. I would say the guards...
Oh, that was...
The guards are at short range.
Okay.
And her and the other cultists are at long range.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to the Black Guard. Are we doing this? What are we waiting for?
You can tell he's probably waiting for his team to get down here. Because as much of a badass as he is, he probably doesn't want to fight 14 people on his own. Especially 3 that have assault rifles.
I'm fucking friends.
So, if you guys want to go, he looks like he's ready. He's in a compression suit as well with the helmet on, and you can see he's got that same, special Weyland-Yutani rifle that the other guys had.
Did Scaarr take that rifle?
I did. I took one of
I
them.
know you took one, Eric.
Yeah, I think it was Scaarr and Eric.
God damn it, Scaar's not here.
But it's still not on my character sheet.
Oh, that's because your character sheet was all jacked up last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wouldn't.
Can I take that rifle from Scaarr?
All right, hold on. First off, I have a picture that I want to share with you.
Ooh.
To give you kind of an idea of what the room looks like that you guys see.
Cruz, if you need a rifle, you can grab from Ortega. Throwing that out there.
Well, I want to take Scaarr's rifle because it's like a super bossed up rifle you got from one of these Black Guard.
Fair enough.
Oh.
Yeah, so you guys are at the edge of this. Now, it's more of a circular room. It's not a tunnel like this image, but this gives you an idea. Everything looks black.
Yeah, everything's covered in like that black goo. There's like a pool. Ugh.
Yeah. So, let's see if we can get Eric's character sheet working here. What the fuck was going on last time?
Yeah.
You need that weapon, don't you? Let's see.
You could see it last week on mine.
Yeah.
For some reason, I can't.
Does he have like permission to see it? Is it like locked to NPCs?
Well, it's not on there anymore. Oh, no, that's the wrong character sheet. Hold on. O'Connell and Tagar.
Weapons.
Okay, it's no longer on your character sheet, so let me put it on here and see if it works. Alright, let's see if we... Did it show up? Eric?
NSG 23.
Yep.
Yes.
That's in the. We have that in the weapons system.
Yeah, it is actually in there, but last week it was giving us problems, so okay.
You said one. You said it came with 1 or 2 reloads.
Theirs had 1 reload left.
1. Okay.
Yeah.
So can I grab that from Scaarr's character since he?
I'll allow it.
I suppose.
I suppose.
I'm such a nice guy.
I'll give him my shotgun so he's not without weapon. Cool.
Well, he has a regular pulse rifle.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Good. Glad he's got stuff.
Yeah.
Wow,
Okay.
Cruz getting a pity gun, huh? All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sorry. Are we fighting fucking monsters here, or am I supposed to feel bad about getting the pity weapon?
So I guess my question is, do you guys wait for the other blackguard, or do you just open up right now?
I think we need to open up, kill the guys with the guns, and then pick off anyone else.
We could all do called shots and try and take out the 3.
Yeah.
I will point out, at this point, the guy that was plunged under the goo has not come back up. It's been probably about 30 seconds. And she's getting ready to plunge the next one into the goo.
Okay, yeah, we should start fucking killing.
I mean, I can hold up. Do I hold up my grenade?
Ooh.
Yeah.
You fucking... Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna tap the black guard on the shoulder and be like, we're just gonna fucking start blasting these guys.
Alright, he nods. When he sees you holding the 2 weapons, Eric, and you hold up the grenade, he shakes his head no and he points to the ceiling.
Okay. Okay, I put away the grenades.
Fair. There's 6 of us, so let's set up in groups of 2, right? And we'll fucking just blow away the...
Down.
Yeah, we each pick one guy. Me and the sergeant will pick the guy on the left.
We'll take you guys back here. Actually, no, better yet. Let's use the fucking combat map. Hey-o, how about that?
Oh, this huge ass.
Well, this way we can see range bands really easy.
Football field.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I forgot.
Yeah, the football field. Okay, here's Karambit. Here's the cult leader. And then she's got a whole bunch of cultists with her. Quite a few of them.
Good thing they're encumbered.
Yeah, dude, they have all this. Well, it's because they have their strength is not amazing, but yeah, they all are just encumbered. It's like, oh, they have one item. Like, oh, that's too much.
This suit is so heavy.
Yeah, it's pretty much just because the compression suit. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 14. Perfect. And then who are we missing? We're missing Ogata.
3 guards.
Oh, these are the 3 guards.
Okay.
There's a total of 14 cultists plus the leader, basically. That's what we're dealing with here.
So we gotta...
Yeah. And then Ogata, where are you? You are... Here we go. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to put you guys in... You guys can see there's range bands at the top here, the numbers. So we'll put you guys at 0. And then the guards are at 1, so they're at short range. And then the cult leader and the rest are at 2. They're at long range.
Okay.
And this guy here is the one that was plunged into the goo.
Oh boy.
And if you want to move into combat, you have to be in the same zone, basically. Okay? And of course, we need some combat music to start this. So... Okay, well, you guys, they did not pass their stealth test or their observation test, so they are way too enthralled with what they are doing to notice that you're about to start blasting, as they say,
as Danny DeVito says,
as the kids say. So are you? Well, I guess let's roll initiative. Let's get that started.
So my ability doesn't work, so how do I roll twice?
I think you can put yourself on the combat tracker twice. Hold on. Nobody... Sean has to go first because of his ability.
Okay.
Okay, so that put me on there once.
Can you do it again?
Let me try if I deselect.
No, it takes you off. That's fine. You just roll 2d10, and then I'll just change your initiative.
Okay.
Okay,
Well, there's 9.
Yeah, we don't want that.
6. 6 is better.
Okay, let me change you to 6, and then everybody else can go ahead and roll. And I'm gonna put all of them on at the same initiative. Otherwise, we're gonna have way too many.
Sorry, remind me one more time on rolling initiative. Where is it exactly at?
So, right-click on your character token.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then the
sword
bottom
and shields.
Right. Yep.
And then go to your initiative track, the cross swords, in the top right, and then click on the d20. Oh, the cultists get it with a 2, but you guys have a surprise round, because they don't know you're there. But then all hell's going to break loose.
Oh, boy.
And let me get some combat music, and we will start this off. Okay, so Schmidt... Oh, wait. I got to put Karambit on here, too. He's got an 8. He's letting you guys do all the heavy lifting. He's
We
like,
better
yeah.
be promoted after this. What
He's
is
like,
this?
yeah, go ahead, guys. Go ahead. Let's see what you guys can do.
He's just gonna hide in the back and wait for his team like a coward.
All right. Schmidt, you are first up. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna run up and engage with the closest cultist here.
Oh, okay. Are you going into hand-to-hand? Or are you shooting him?
I'm gonna shoot him.
Yeah, you can stay, because if you go into the same zone, then you're engaged. Well,
Okay.
you can be in the same zone, but then if you move your token into contact, then you're engaged. So if you want to get closer, so you're not too far away, but I don't think you'll have any penalties there. But yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. Make your attack roll. Be sure you remember you click on the weapon to do the shots. That is a panic, and it looks like no successes. Ah, you're bad at this game. Okay, so your sergeant runs forward, holding down the trigger, spraying bullets everywhere, and not hitting a damn thing. Adam, when you roll a panic test on a ranged attack, you burn through the clip. So you are now out of ammo. You have to spend, I believe it's a slow action to do the reload action, and you need to have a reload on your character sheet. But you use your fax action to move, and then use your slow action to shoot. So this turn, nothing happens. I actually should have given you guys a bonus, because they are surprised. So Adam, go ahead and roll 2 more dice.
Come on, buddy.
That was not 2.
I'll roll 1 more then.
Ooh, a hit.
Oh, he gets a success! See how nice I am? Alright, what's the damage of your weapon? What are you shooting him with? Pulse
2.
rifle? Okay, 2 damage.
My pulse rifle, yeah.
Okay, let me roll. Well, they only have 2 armor on their... so they get 1 armor. That's pretty cool. Oh, he rolls a 6. Get fucked, noob. So you hit this guy, but he does not go down. O'Connell is next. Who do you guys want him to shoot at? Was there any plan here?
I thought we were gonna do 2 apiece.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, who do you want him to team up with? I'll put him in a group.
I'll team up with Karambit.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, okay.
O'Connell go with Sarge?
Yeah.
Okay.
The other bottom.
He is kind of a kiss ass.
Yeah.
And I
that's fair.
think Sarge is his buddy. So like,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, I think you're right there. Okay, let me switch his weapon over to his pulse rifle. So he'll shoot the same one you shot. Do you guys want him to push?
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
That is like 8 dice with no successes.
Was that with the +2?
No, it was not.
Oh.
All right, let me re-roll those for the push.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Scaarr, goddammit.
All right, well, that's 2 hits, so it'll be a total of 3 damage. Which means, I think even if this guy makes his armor, he's still gonna die. Well, he's definitely dead. All right. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. These are the guards, so they're a little bit tougher than the regular cultists. He's still standing, but he's fucking hurt. And Scaarr's going to stay in cover where he's at. He's not going to move up.
Makes sense.
Ogata, you are next.
I will take a shot at that same injured guard, see if I can get the final hit and finish this guy off. It's a hit. One success.
Are you going to push or leave it at that?
Pushing adds a stress, correct?
Yes.
Correct. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so you do score a bunch more hits, but you do panic on that extra stress. You get tremble, so you're at -2 agility until your panic stops. I think that'll be factored in because it shows it on your character sheet. So we'll see when you make your attack next time. But you have a total of 3 successes altogether.
I'll push for damage.
Okay. That guy is definitely dead then. Even, actually only roll 1. But yeah, he's toast. Okay, so the first guard just gets lit up. Whoa!
Yeah, they're all
Whoa,
dead.
what a great gun! You see that shot curve? The bullet got all.
That's the JFK bullet right there.
Oh my goodness! Why would they have? Why would
That's
they
how
have?
the Corbin do it. All right.
Did you just copy 1 14 times?
No, it's because it's linked. Oh my god! Why would you do this game? Okay,
Then just
hold on.
delete that guy.
Yeah, I guess that's fine. It's not as fun, but fine. Okay.
They only have like 4 health.
All right. Cruz, you are next.
Alright, I am going to level the NSG-23 automatic assault rifle.
Remember to give yourself the bonus.
I'm gonna aim it at that guy. I can take the aim action, right?
If you give up your move,
Yeah.
well, not give up your move. It's a fast action to aim, which gives you another +2.
Yeah. So I'll do that. So +4.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, fucking just get.
Oh, there's a panic. Oh, also, Matt, because you panicked, you burned through your ammo, so your gun is empty right now as well. And so is Sean's. You get nervous twist.
All damage.
Everybody gets a point of stress.
Good.
As the newbie starts firing and realizes gun go loud. But you do hit him.
So yeah, and that's both to damage.
Okay, so total 4 damage. I assume that's armor. Is it armor piercing? That gun?
I assume it's the same thing as a pulse rifle, right?
Yes, armor piercing.
Yeah.
You gotta check the description.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, their mighty 2 armor goes down to 1. Nope. Okay, well that is a total of 4 damage, so he is outright kaput as you gun him down, and people are shouting and screaming. Well done. Tagar, you're up. Or Tagar.
All right. I'm also gonna aim.
Okay.
Gonna stay in place.
Well, that's a lot of
Oh
panics.
shit!
Hey, why are
Okay.
we all panicking?
You keep it together, but you burn through your ammo as well, as you guys really want these dudes dead. Also going to be a total of 4 damage, I assume. So, his armor does not save him. The last guard is down, leaving Karambit at the end here. And you see Karambit... he's going to open fire, I think, as well. What does he got for a weapon? Oh, he's got that same thing. Okay. He's gonna go full auto in hopes of hitting multiple people.
Oh. Fucking forgot that's a thing you could do.
Alright. And I believe you get a point of stress when you go full auto. I believe you get 2 extra dice as well. And you guys have the sneak attack. And he'll aim. Why not? He'll just go balls to the wall. Oh, but he's going to be at long range, so he is probably going to get a negative here.
Well,
his long-range weapon.
Oh, he's long range. Oh, he's good, he's good. Okay, yeah. He's
Yeah.
just good. Gat. Alright.
Hey, he could definitely push.
Yeah, I need to check how full auto works, though.
Oh, fuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 14, 15, 16, 17 dice?
The description of this weapon says that it comes with the underslung incinerator.
Yes, this one has it,
Eric. We've got 3 of them down here.
just
And a whole bunch of naked humans.
Just light them up. Full
Basically,
auto. you get +2 bonus. You get an immediate stress die. You can distribute any additional successes you roll beyond the first to secondary targets within short range of the primary target. The first success assigned to the secondary target inflicts damage equal to the damage rating of the weapon, and further stunts or successes can be assigned to a secondary target, can be used for stunts. Okay. Well, he's gonna push.
Nice.
Whoa! 8 successes. Oh my
like-
god.
See why he's part of the Black Guard. This is bullshit.
Yeah. So, I think what he'll do is he'll hit 1. He'll use 3 successes to hit 3 more, so he'll hit 4. And then he'll boost the damage by 1 on each of them. So he'll do 3 damage to 4 of them.
They're not wearing armor.
Yeah. This guy makes Rambo look like a child with how he steps out of cover and, like, Cruz, you've never seen... You don't understand how this guy is holding down the trigger and getting these precise shots. But he just strafes over all of them with just, like, 1 second increments between each one. And within, like, 3 seconds, he John Wicks 4 of these guys, and they just drop dead into the goo.
Okay.
And you see a really wicked smile cross his features as he guns these guys down.
Okay. Maybe a little psychotic, but we can work with it.
All right. Next round, start of the round, the cultists are up. The cult leader shouts, and they all start charging your guys' direction. What does she have for a weapon? Okay. All right. So we'll split this up as best we can. They will spend 1 action to move. And then they're going to attack. How many are there? There's 5 left? And there's 6 of you? Well, I think they're definitely going to go for the sergeant, because he's standing closest in the open. Alright, so 2 of them draw melee weapons and attack you, Adam. I have to equip their weapon, though. What the hell? There we go. Alright. First one, with 3 dice, does not score any hits. And the second one, he's going to get a bonus, because you're getting double-teamed now.
Split roast here, Jesus.
He scores a hit. Go ahead and roll your armor, please. Or if you wish, you can give up one of your 2 actions coming up to make an attempt to block before you roll armor.
I'll go with armor.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Nicely done. All right.
Solid.
So, guy tries to stab you, but you knock the knife aside. And then we'll have each of these guys each take a shot at one of you, basically. And we won't kill Scaarr's character while he's not here.
That's fine.
Yeah, that seems fair. Okay, we'll go bottom to top. So Cruz, guy pulls out a pistol, scores 2 successes, so that's going to be 2 damage. Let me check if it's armor piercing. It is. A miniaturized and weaponized version of the Weyland-Yutani laser welder.
What?
Okay. 2 damage. Armor piercing. Nice. Alright. You take a point of damage, but you also take a point of stress because you've been damaged for the first time in a combat.
Oof.
The next guy at Karambit gets 1 hit. And Karambit will roll his armor. He's got the wrong armor. That's not right. Hold on, I gotta fix his character sheet. Get rid of that. There we go. Okay. Oops, I didn't do armor piercing. Well, he didn't get any successes, so whatever. Alright, so he takes a point of damage. You see the look in his eyes, Sean, and it looks like he doesn't even register that he's been shot.
Okay.
Next cultist over on Tagar scores a hit for 1 damage, armor piercing.
Who do you roll for armor piercing?
You right click on
just
armor,
click it.
and then it'll give
Just
you
click
the
it.
pop-up. Alright. So you take a point of damage and a point of stress as well. And then Ogata, you also are going to take 1 damage armor piercing.
So I can roll armor for that, or no?
Yes, armor piercing reduces your armor by half. So if you right click on where it says armor, a pop-up will show up, and you can click the button that says armor piercing.
Got it.
Alright, so you take a point of damage, and you also take a point of stress. You see the cult leader pulls something off of her belt and starts fiddling with something. You can't quite make out what it is from where you're standing. And Schmidt, you can see some thrashing where the cultist that went under in the water, in the goo. And it is your turn, Sergeant.
I'm going to reload my gun.
Okay, I believe that is a slow action. Yeah, reload is slow. So you still have a fast action. You could just hold it if you want to hold it for blocking.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to take a shot with the cultist here.
You can't, because shooting is also slow action. You only have 1
Never mind
slow
then.
action turn.
Mm-mm-mm.
I mean, if there's something else on the list you want to do for a fast action, you can. But you can also save it if you want to have it to block.
Yeah, I'm going to save that.
Okay. Unless you have another weapon, you could draw another weapon and shoot that or attack with that instead.
Do not.
Okay. Alright. O'Connell, I think, will help the Sarge, because he is quickly getting overwhelmed. Did O'Connell panic? Let's see. O'Connell did not panic. So he will probably keep shooting then. He's going to aim so he doesn't hit you, Sergeant. And he's going to try to shoot one of those 2 guys that are attacking you.
Alright.
He shouts something cool in his Irish accent. Get the fuck down! He gets a bonus of 2 dice. Do you guys want him to push? He's got 4 stress right now.
I think he's good.
All right. 2 damage. It is armor piercing. Is it enough?
Well, they're not even wearing armor. They took off all their armor.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You're right. Yeah, that guy's fucking dead. So, bullet comes whizzing over your shoulder and strikes the guy in the chest, and there's blood splats up against your visor on your helmet, and he just collapses into the goo. Ogata. Hospital corpsman.
How can I end my panic condition?
You either have to wait 15 minutes, because that's a turn, or someone can use the command action on you, and if they pass, they'll break your panic.
Okay. Can I fall back a zone and then take a shot?
Absolutely. Yeah, there's room.
Okay, so I'll fall back a zone, and then take a shot at the closest cultist to me.
Look at this guy using tactics.
Oh, that seems bad.
Didn't you panic last turn? You have to reload your gun.
Oh, okay. How do I do that?
You spend a reload, and it takes a slow
my
action.
turn? Okay, never mind. I'm reloading my gun then.
Okay. All right. Who's next? Cruz.
So this weapon has an underslung flamethrower.
Uh-huh.
Does that run out of ammo when my other portion of it runs out of ammo?
No, I don't think it would. That wouldn't make any sense.
Cool. Can I just like sweep the 2 cultists in front of me? Just how's that work?
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm picking up what you're throwing down. I understand what you're trying to do.
Would it be like doing a burst of full auto, essentially? Just
yeah, they don't really have rules for that in the game.
Right.
But also, they're not necessarily right next to each other because this room is so big.
Oh.
Like, these guys aren't necessarily on top of each other. But I would say if we're in a situation like that, I'll do some research. I'll come up with something.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna unload a flamethrower on this guy.
Okay.
Ooh.
Jesus.
You do hit him, but you panic, and in doing so, you drop the gun.
Okay.
Luckily, it's not in the goo.
Yeah, it's good. I will use my stunt to switch our initiatives, so I'm initiative 2 now.
Oh. Okay.
Ooh. Stunts, so saucy.
Oh, I can just shoot. So there's a swap initiative option, but the cultists aren't showing up for some reason in the drop-down menu. I can switch you with anybody else except them. That's so
weird.
Dumb. What if I do it for them? Ah, okay, we can fool it. We'll do it backwards.
We'll cheat the system.
There we go. You won't win this round, Foundry. Okay. All right. Well done. That was cultists. So now we're on
the
to...
incinerator is...
Oh, yeah.
The
2
incinerator
damage?
is 2 damage, yep.
Oh, he dead.
Blech.
Bursts into flames and goes under the goo, smoldering.
Ooh.
Which means Tagar at 7.
Alright, I'm gonna do the same thing. Use the incinerator straight in front of me.
Okay. I dig it.
Can I aim with that?
Yes. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but sure.
It's a flamethrower.
I don't think it really needs to be aimed so much as pointed.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so you realize aiming a flamethrower is apparently a bad idea. You're supposed to just press the trigger. 4 panics. Holy cow, it's a lot of facehuggers. So you freeze. You are frozen by fear. Your stress and everyone else's stress goes up by 1.
Jeez.
It's going really bad.
Yeah, because we decided overkill was at panic 11.
I believe that's what it is, yes.
Damn. Okay.
Oh boy, the stress is mounting up. And you lose your next slow action, and unfortunately if you get a 10 or higher, that means you fail your action as well. Yep. So you overshoot the flames, maybe the guy dives into the goo because he doesn't give a fuck, comes back up gasping for breath, and that is the... Oh, Karambit. Cruz, you hear him scoff when he sees that happen, and you see that he actually draws his knife and goes charging in to meet this guy.
God damn, okay.
Alright, he panics, but he gets 2 successes. That's 3 damage. So he runs forward. You see he grabs this guy by the throat, lifts him up with one arm, and just stabs him in the neck 3 or 4 times and just tosses him to the side.
Holy shit.
Oh, he's actually in the zone.
These guys are wild.
Alright. Next round, Cruz at the top of the initiative, very wisely switching the initiative, giving you guys a chance before shit goes down.
Yeah. So I drop my cool gun. I will pull out my shotgun, cock it once, eject the shell that I didn't actually shoot.
Of course.
I will aim at the guy fighting or running towards Tagar.
Okay.
And I will try to kill him.
The one that he missed?
Yeah.
Okay. My God, that's a lot of dice.
Yeah, but fucking one panic.
Oh no, another freeze. Everybody's stress goes up by 1. Oh my goodness.
Really?
This is gonna be rough.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at fucking like 8 panic now. Jesus.
Yep, I'm at 8.
Yeah, I can't really do anything.
Dude,
at that point.
Karambit has aced like half these guys for you. Come on.
I can't control the fact that the stress system means it just exponentially gets worse.
And you also unload your other shells
Shotgun.
without hitting anything.
Yep.
Schmidt, do something productive, please.
Oh, I'm definitely going to do something productive. I'm going to stop panic on Tagar.
Okay, you have to make a command roll in order to do that.
Let's do it.
Do you have any talents that help with this?
I mean, I have poor rank, but that's about it.
Okay.
I don't think that works.
Well, you panic, but you do succeed. So, who'd you use it on?
Tagar.
Alright, so Tagar, your panic ends. Sean, do you remember, is that a fast or slow action?
I don't remember.
Let's see.
I would
Stop panic is a slow action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything useful is a slow action in this game.
Oh, yeah. Do you just want to save your fast action to block in case you're attacked?
Saving fast action. I have all the convincing that O'Connell's just going to kill him.
All right. Well, O'Connell is sitting at 6 stress. But he will try. He'll aim again. See if he can keep it going here. Oh, so close. He does pull it off. Holy shit. 5 successes. Unfortunately, he's a little nervous because he doesn't want to hit you. So he takes a little bit extra. His hand twitches. Everybody's stress goes up by 1, but he does hit and kill that guy.
Okay, we're gonna next time we do this, some of us are gonna need to be in separate range divisions. This is bullshit. Like, goddamn. Well, actually,
we need a...
Schmidt isn't in short range with him, right?
Yeah, short range is 1 zone away. So actually, yeah, it would hit. It would hit everybody. It would hit everybody. Because O'Connell's in the middle, so it hits both. Yeah. Now, if Schmidt or Karambit panic, it wouldn't affect Ogata. So he's got the right mind. Yeah, keep backing up. Speaking of Ogata, it's his turn.
Bravely ran away. Ogata's kind of freaked out right now. So he's like, his hand's shaking right now. He's got like a shot in his side. He's injured. He sees bullets going off. He's bodies flying. So he kind of shakily reaches his hand to his pocket, pull out a bottle of pills.
Yeah.
He's gonna pop I believe it's called a neoprene.
Naprolieve.
Naprolieve. He'll pop a Naprolieve and
Yep.
kind of take one of those to calm himself down.
Okay. Well, your stress goes down to 0.
And I assume it's my turn.
And that would be, I would assume, to get it out and take it, especially because you got to pop your helmet open to take it. Well, that'll be a slow action. So you still have a fast action left. Do you want to do anything with that?
And fast action is like movement or what?
There's a list. Where is it?
It's
under journal.
Journal actions.
Crawl, attack, shooting is run, move fastest, run, move, get up, draw weapon, block, attack, pick up item, shove, grapple, retreat, aim, seek, cover.
So I'll just use my slow action to move and just like, get myself one extra zone of space. I'm not running away, but
Okay.
but tactically safe distance. All right.
Sure.
And now when everybody panics, your stress won't go up again immediately.
Someone's got to be there to pick everyone back up once they go down. All right.
Okay. The cultists are up. There are 2 remaining, and the leader. Seeing Karambit murdering everybody, this guy is probably going to try to interject to save the cult leader. The other one, though, is going to go for Tagar, because he gets up, he's dripping black goo everywhere. You can see he's coughing as he's trying to swing at you with his knife. We'll see what he does. Yeah,
Question: Does my stress going to 0 affect my panic condition?
No. You are still technically panicked. He misses, Tagar. You are unhurt. The other one goes after Karambit. Scores 2 hits. And Karambit is going to roll his armor. So he takes a point of damage. And you see Cruz. This guy runs up, stabs Karambit, finds a spot in his suit, hits him, and the knife gets stuck in his side, and Karambit looks down, and the look in his eyes is just one of, like, pure hatred and vengeance. Who's left? Oh! The cultist in the goo emerges. It is no longer the cultist.
Yeah.
It is a horrible, mutated monstrosity. Schmidt, please roll me a d6 as I try to find these creatures. What'd you get?
3.
Okay. Alright. So we're gonna replace him with that. He is emerging from the goo this turn. Mutated, screaming, howling. His skin bulging and thickening. But that's all he's doing this turn, is basically getting out of the goo and finishing his transformation. The cult leader, Schmidt, you're the closest one who's not engaged. You see she has pulled out and is arming a breaching charge. She's pressed a few buttons and she's getting ready to throw it. And she's actually going to move... no, she'll stay where she's at for now. She'll move next turn, probably. Karambit is going to try to smash this cultist that just stabbed him.
Wait, do I not?
What? Did I skip you? I'm sorry. Oh, wait. The cultist disappeared because I deleted him. Yeah. Whoops. Oh, well, the cultist was at 6.
Yep.
So I did skip you. Okay, well, this guy's dead. So, Sean, you see Karambit pulls this guy's knife out of his side and kills the guy with his own knife. She jabs him in the head and just throws him down into the goo, and then he just looks straight at the cult leader. But Tagar, you can go.
I think I'm going to stab him.
Okay.
Nice.
Can I pull out my shield in front of me and then stab him?
Yes. Yeah, because it's a fast action to draw a weapon, so you can draw your shield and then start stabbing.
All right, wish me luck. I have 7 trust.
I believe in you.
12. Oh boy, you scream your lungs out. Your stress is decreased by 1, but every character who hears your scream must make a panic test. Oh boy. Cruz freezes. Schmidt trembles. O'Connell also screams. I won't make you guys roll twice for that.
Thank God.
But his stress goes down by 1.
Oh, that's good.
Ogata, you need to make a panic test because of all the friends that are screaming.
Oh, so even with no stress, it's not gonna do panic? Okay.
You're at 0, so you should be able to keep it together.
Even if you roll a 6, you'll be fine. So it doesn't matter. Because it's 1 through 6.
How do I roll it?
You just click on the button that says stress at the top of your character sheet.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't know why it's saying more panic. Oh, it's because you're currently suffering from panic. So even if you roll less, it goes up by 1. So it actually should be 9. It shouldn't be 10, which means you would drop an item that you were holding.
Who's that?
Ogata.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's get rid of that. Yeah, because you were at tremble, which is an 8. So the most you could roll on the dice is a 6. But if you're currently suffering from panic, even if you roll lower than what you're currently suffering, it goes up by 1. So it goes up to 9, which is drop item. But that's no big deal. You can pick it up whatever you drop. I'll assume it's your gun.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I'll drop my gun.
okay. All right. Well, it's not great. Whose turn was that?
That was mine.
Okay, that was Tagar. Karambit went.
Yeah.
And now we're at the top, which is Cruz.
I'm going to run back to Ogata and slide into cover next to him.
Okay. Yeah, you see Cruz looks panicked as all hell. His eyes are wide and white.
And then start reloading the shotgun, because that's the only gun I have left.
It would be 2 actions to move, because you're moving 2 zones.
Oh, then yeah, I'll do that. Just slide in.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it looks cool, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, you have to sure.
But you're like, oh shit. You're like, oh my god, this is the real thing. Yeah.
There's so many people, and what the fuck happened to that guy? And there's all that goo, and Karambit is murdering everybody.
Schmidt, what do you do?
I'm gonna take aim and shoot the cult leader.
Oh, what a badass. All right.
Let's see.
Don't fuck up.
Buddy, you're so cool.
He did it!
Yeah, buddy.
I assume you're not going to push?
No.
Okay.
Not enough stress.
All right. What are you using your stunt for?
Damage, probably.
I think just damage, yeah.
Okay, that's fine. She takes 3 damage. She is still standing, clutching her gut as you riddle her with bullets. And she still has the armed blasting charge in her hand. O'Connell is up. Schmidt, who do you tell him to shoot? The mutated guy or the cult leader? Oh, actually, he panicked last turn, so he has to reload.
Okay.
Yeah, he's probably going to reload and then back off because there's about to be an explosion. I think that's what he would do. So he's going to take some cover, too, as he reloads.
Smart.
Tactical.
Oh, actually, you know what? No, he screamed because of the chain reaction there. So he loses next slow action. So yeah, he just moves back, but he's not able to reload. Ogata.
I'll see Cruz next to me, and I'll kind of put my arm on his shoulder and be like, Cruz, I know things are getting kind of crazy. It's getting nuts out there, but we gotta keep together. We got this. And here, and I'll hand him one of the pills. Like, take this. It'll calm you down. You feel a bit better. And get your head back in the game. We need you right now.
Gotcha. Thanks, Ogata.
Ogata, if you want to spend your entire action, I will let you actually give him the pill so he doesn't have to waste time doing it on his turn.
Absolutely.
All right.
Okay, nice.
So, Cruz, you would know what nap relief is. Your stress goes down to 0.
Nice.
But don't overdose. All right.
Little, like, couple pats in the back, be like, go get him.
All right. Tagar, fighting the final cultist, who's not mutated into a horrible creature. Although he's probably starting to.
If I screamed, I can still attack.
No, because that is your... It says you lose your next slow action. Attacking is a slow action.
Did it say that on screen? I didn't see that on my...
I'm reading Scream right now on O'Connell's. You scream your lungs out for 1 round, losing your next slow action. Your stress is decreased by 1, but every friendly character who hears you scream must make an immediate panic roll.
So I only have a fast action.
Yeah, did you at least decrease your stress?
Yes. I think it did it automatically.
Alright.
Oh wait, but now it says I'm back at 9. Oh, is it because everybody else panicked around me?
It might be.
Yep.
I don't know. Foundry used to not keep track of that, but maybe it does now at this point. But I would keep track of it yourselves just in case. I'm not too sure about that, so...
I did notice my stress value going up. No, that panicking stuff is happening.
Okay. You can reduce it by 1, Eric, if you're not sure. Just to, 8 or 9 stress. I don't mind if you have 8 and not 9.
Wait, hold on. I have different character sheets open. Let me double check it.
What? Why?
Well, I had one popped out.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So, I think it...
Dude, looks like you're watching a movie. Your head is like so high up. Is your monitor like 12 feet tall?
Oh yeah, I have like all the monitors over here.
Oh, well, that's fine. Whatever works for you, man.
Okay, yeah. So I have 6.
Okay.
So it did go down.
All right.
But if I leave combat,
You'll get an attack of opportunity. Yeah.
Yeah. So can I save it for blocking?
Sure. Yeah.
If I need to.
Okay. All right. Karambit.
I think it's cultists and then Karambit, right?
Oh, that's right. The cultists are
I think cultists
6.
go before me.
They do. Okay. Well, either way, you can use your action to block if this guy hits you. So he'll try to stab you, which he does. So if you want to block, you make a close combat attack and give yourself a +1 bonus. And every success you get will reduce the damage by 1. Unfortunately, you panic again. And you scream, which means everybody has to take a panic test. Oh boy. Oh, that's a 6. Okay, Schmidt drops his gun in the goo. Ogata keeps it together, and Cruz seeks cover. Okay. We'll say you just go back 1 more. You're, like, at the bottom of the ladder. Your stress goes down by 1, but all friendly PCs in short range, which would be Ogata and O'Connell, their stress goes up by 1.
So this rolled 9 stress dice, but it says I had 6, and it went down by 1, and now it says I have 5.
6 minus 1 is 5?
Yes, but it rolled 9 dice.
What roll?
My last close combat roll. It says it just rolled 9.
Hold on. Did you roll it off the wrong character sheet?
So I just opened one out of... So I opened the one that's linked under the actors tab.
Mm-hmm.
If I double click my character, it says I have 9.
Yeah,
The icon is opening up a different character sheet than my tab is.
Something got messed up then. Probably because you had 2 character sheets open. That might have messed something up.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you about that. Let's see what this guy does. Well, first roll your armor, because your armor can take the hit as well.
Armor piercing this time?
No, it's just a knife. Just a knife. You block both points of damage. That's right, you got the shield. Nicely done. Alright. So yeah, he can't get past the riot shield. It's way too big. Karambit pulls his gun out. And he's going to try to shoot this girl. Because obviously he doesn't want to charge her with the explosive. He's not suicidal. He's just crazy. He panics. But he does score a hit. He drops his gun. But he scores 2 hits. That's going to be 3 damage. Armor piercing. 3 damage goes through. You see 1 bullet hit her in the leg. Another one hits her in the chest. And the last one hits her right in the head. And she drops dead. Unfortunately, the armed explosive goes into the goo with her. That is the end of the round. The explosion goes off. Goo goes everywhere, showering Karambit and knocking him back. You see he gets knocked off his feet back into the goo. And then you... Cruz and Ogata behind you, you guys can hear and then see the Blackguard team is sliding down the ladder, you know, video game style, and they are rushing into the room and basically taking up a firing line where, like, Ogata is and moving in. So they will be able to attack next turn should you guys survive. Cruz, you're up.
Okay, so I ran for cover. But I'm good from there, right?
I believe so, yeah. I think you can...
1 round, you act normally, yeah.
Yeah.
So I will reload my gun and move up back towards Ogata.
Okay. Let me just put the Blackguard on here. So they spend both actions to move into where you guys are. And then next turn they can probably move and get into range. Okay. Schmidt. What do you do? There's only 2 enemies left. The cultist that Tagar seems to be holding off, and the infected creature, which is the closest thing to you, and you're the only thing near it. Karambit has disappeared under the goo as he got knocked back in the blast.
I'm gonna take aim and shoot the infected.
Oh my god, what a badass. Fearless. Ew. Ew.
Oh, wait. I dropped my weapon, I forgot.
Oh!
During that.
You can't shoot it then.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you do then? Yeah.
Make
Make sure, guys, your stress didn't go up, because that wouldn't have if it did. Now, Karambit's didn't go up, so...
Mine didn't go up, but...
No,
neither
did Scaarr's. Okay. Oh, so what are you going to do, Adam?
Just gonna pick up my gun and just get ready to block, I guess.
You can't see where your gun is.
Oh, God.
Because it's in the goo. There's a chance you might not find it.
That's fine. It's a chance I'm willing to take.
Okay. Give me an observation, but you can ignore stress on this. This is purely just like a luck-based thing.
Oh,
All right.
Easy.
You find the gun. It is completely coated and dripping black goo.
Disgusting.
You still have an action if you want to do something. You could shoot. Is it loaded, or did you need to reload it?
No, it's reloaded. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot then.
Okay. Okay.
Suck it up.
Oh no. Okay, hold on, because you were at a 10. What were you at? You were at a 9, which was dropped item. That goes away as soon as it happens. So you're actually not suffering from panic right now. You rolled a 9, which is drop your weapon, but a 9 or less, you still succeed. So you do hit it, so that's going to be 3 damage, but you drop your gun again, and you're out of ammo again. So you strike this thing, and, wait. What? Oh, the stats are all fucked up. Oh, that's why. Okay. You strike this thing, and as you do, you see it starts to grow and expand, and then it goes terminal like the others, and it explodes, showering goo everywhere. Luckily, you're not close enough to where it would really affect you, but it basically just pops like a balloon and explodes. Ogata, would you like to be the hero and save Tagar?
Can I pick up my gun and shoot the same turn? Because I dropped mine previous turn.
Yeah, it's a fast action to pick it up.
Alright, I'll grab my gun, I'll shoulder it, kind of aim, and take the shot, and hopefully I don't kill a teammate.
Yeah, just don't panic.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
I don't have a shield on that side.
Okay, he
I got
hits.
1 success.
Alright. That is enough to kill him, because he does not have armor.
Okay.
So that guy is also dead, which means all the cultists are finished off. Well done. We're at our halfway point. Let's take our break, and then I'll tell you guys what happens in the aftermath of all this. Did Karambit survive? We'll see. We shall see. Be right back, listeners.
All right, BRB boys.
Okay. I think we are back, ladies and gentlemen. And what a time there. So you guys have apparently survived. The cultists all lie dead. The Blackguards storm into the room as the fight comes to an end. They see Karambit pulling himself up out of the goo. And they basically secure the perimeter, make sure there's no other creatures. Before we go on, we need to roll to see if anybody's suits have been damaged. So, if anybody took damage that round, and was in the goo, I will need you to roll, because if you weren't in the goo, I guess it won't really matter. But the goo is the thing we need to worry about here. So, Schmidt, you didn't actually take damage, did you?
Nope.
Wow.
Holy shit.
That's incredible.
Oh
Okay.
my god. You were like balls deep in goo.
Was anybody else in goo, or was it just him and Karambit?
I think because
I think it was just me and Karambit.
Okay.
Yeah, because this is the goo, right? Because
Yep.
Tagar and us were all. Yeah, no.
Okay, well that's good. Okay, so the way this works is if you took damage, you then have to roll your armor again. And if you don't roll at least one success, there's a chance your suit has been damaged. You roll a d6, and there's a chart you roll on. And every time you roll on this chart, it gets a cumulative +1 until something bad happens. So, I'm going to roll for his armor, and if he does not get at least one success, then his suit has been potentially breached. Oh, 2 successes. He cares not. All right. Well, that's good. That's good for him. So, Karambit pulls himself up out of the goo. It's dripping all down his compression suit. The other guards see him, and you hear him shout to them, "What are you looking at? Get to work." And you see that they begin to make sure that the cultists are indeed dead, and then you see that they begin to gather some of these urns that are either floating in the goo or that are like up on the shoreline, so to speak, where in some of the rubble. Karambit eventually steps out, and he looks to you, Schmidt, and he gives you a nod, which you can only assume is a nod of approval, as you actually were in the goo, more or less side by side with him. Yeah, I mean, your guys did kill a bunch of cultists, so he seems to approve of that. And yeah, he starts kind of trying to wipe himself off as best he can. What do you guys all do?
I'm gonna go over to Karambit as he's wiping himself off, and so, what's your guys doing with the urns?
He looks down at you. You realize now he seems taller than when you remember him dressed as a med tech, somehow. You notice now that you're up close to him, his badge, which says Karambit on it, you see it has the initials AW in front of it, which all of you know would mean he's an artificial womb soldier.
Yeah,
they're always labeled with AW, so people know that they are womb soldiers. And that strikes you as very peculiar, Adam, because you have never heard of an artificial womb soldier gaining an officer rank. The fact that this guy is a captain is very, very surprising to you. That is incredibly unusual. But after seeing him in action, you can see why. And he looks down at you, and he says, he actually does offer up some information this time. He says, High Command wanted us to secure some of these things. That's what we're doing.
Seems to be some bad shit in there. I took a look at one on the 5th level. It had some nasty shit in it.
You can tell he's kind of like eyeing you up, seeing what else he might say. And he gives you a nod and he says, who knows what they need it for, but that's our orders, so that's what we're doing.
You think these have any correlation with this seeping goo right here?
I'd place money on it, sure.
The best not to let them get on the wrong hands. Also, just to let you know, the owners of the mine were told to specifically, let them know if they find any of this. So I'm kind of curious where that's leading.
He kind of shrugs at that and he says, what do you expect? It's Weyland-Yutani. Not surprised.
Yeah, but something like this, if it's causing people to come back as creatures and monsters or whatever the hell you want to call them, that's a biological war waiting to happen.
Well, that's beyond my pay grade. I just sent down here to get him. So, I suggest you and your team get out of here while you have the chance.
All right. Well, I guess we'll leave this to you guys then.
And, pick it, Bunnilla. High or low?
Low.
Alright. He doesn't say anything else to you as you leave. And you see he starts telling his guys, hurry up. Yeah, what do you guys do? Do you guys leave? Do you guys linger around? Do you try to ask them any other questions? Anybody take off the compression suit and die into the black goo and see what happens?
No, but I go back and look for that gun I dropped.
Where'd you drop it? You weren't in the goo, so you'd find it. Yeah, that's no problem.
It was over here by
You get it. No problem.
Strap it on. Does my panic finally end?
Yes, yeah, everybody's panic will end. Which gun did you have?
It was the NSG-23 automatic assault rifle.
Oh. Let me see here. I'm gonna do a private roll over here. Okay. Alright. Either they don't notice that you took the gun, or they don't seem to care. You're not sure.
Nice.
But they don't confiscate it back.
All right, sweet.
Okay. If you guys take a second, to collect your thoughts and, maybe take a quick breather just to let your panic end, you do see that after they've got a bunch of these urns off to the side, out of the goo, they start putting breaching charges up on the walls.
Time to go.
Yeah.
Let's get the hell out of here. That's a cue.
All right. Well, I assume you guys return to the surface?
Yep. As we're walking up to the elevator, I'm rubbing my stone, just getting my stone off.
Getting your stone off, or you doing it with both hands, or?
Wow. I hate you. I hate you all. So, is there anything else anybody wishes to do while you guys are still here before we end this mission?
Gonna inspect the 3 guards that we killed to see if they had any goodies on them.
They have... they did have some sort of special gun. Let me see what it was called.
Some pistol, wasn't it?
No, the guards. Well, the guards never got to shoot because you guys killed them in the ambush.
Oh,
the guards have. Yes, they have what is called an F90 Three World Empire automatic assault rifle. You guys can look at the stats if you'd like. It's issued by Weyland-Yutani, obviously, since it's Three World Empire. You guys can tell that these are probably stolen or maybe black market. Maybe some serial numbers have been filed off, stuff like that. It is an assault rifle that has 2 damage, but no bonus, and it's long range. So it's probably a little worse than your pulse rifles.
Do we have cameras on our suits that captured any of the events that we saw?
Yes, you do.
Okay, so then we've got evidence of the urns and stuff we can send up to command.
It's on your helmet, and it's all recorded in the APC.
Okay, gotcha. And then
although
has
the APC probably got fucked up because you guys were shooting into it when the monster.
A little bit.
Oh no! Only 4 of you gunned down a poor innocent miner who was really sick.
I think it was just me, Ogata, and then maybe someone came and saw the damage we did. We were aiming down.
Oh, that's true. It was on the floor.
Yeah. Thank you, Ogata, for chaining it to the floor.
All part of the plan.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay. Anything else?
Do we each individually have PDATs?
Yeah. Yeah, sure, if you want.
take a picture of like one of the urns or the urn with what is her name?
Mystery?
Mystery. Yeah, the one she had. Just in case the data on the APC gets deleted, we can at least send that to our commanding officers and want to know what we found.
Okay. Are you taking any of the urns?
God, no.
No, they're already in our blackguard's hands. I mean, it's going to our council anyway, so.
I was lucky enough to get a gun.
You sure you don't want to bring any on board the Tambatam?
No. Yeah,
Sure.
I want to bring that all on the Tam.
I'm sure Lieutenant Casados would be really pleased if you brought her one of those.
Weaver's gonna love that.
Yeah, Weaver might just kick us off the ship.
Yeah. She'll open up the ramp as you guys take off. Nope. Okay. So. Ultimately. Go ahead.
Since I still have it, can I go through her mysteries PDAT and see if there's anything on there?
You don't know the password. You'll need to you'll need to try to hack it.
Okay.
Which you're probably not going to do down here when you're covered in goo. But
Yes.
you can try that later, like during downtime and stuff. That's fine.
We've got like a tech specialist somewhere between all like 6 of us, right?
There is at least one Comtech Marine that's part of second section. I don't know if there's. I think there's 2 then, because one of the NPCs is also a Comtech Marine. So.
Okay.
All right. So with that being said, you guys make your way back to the surface. Ishigara has gotten the others up there. The 3 that were in quarantine do eventually mutate. But they eventually mutate to the point where they explode like the others. So when you guys eventually check the area you had them in, it's just coated in black goo. You guys spend a couple days getting cleaned up. Obviously, you go through decon up on the medical frigate. They basically quarantine, and you guys basically are ordered by Sergeant Zimborski to just burn down the areas that got contaminated. So the bar and the area you had the quarantine people. It does turn out no infected people made it up to the ship. There was one shipment went up before you guys told them what was happening, and I rolled, and none of the infected people were on board. So you guys lucked out.
Nice.
Really lucky.
So, because they tell you how many are actually exposed that are in that group. So, you guys do avoid that. Get decontaminated, get all your shit together. You burn down the bar and the room you guys had them. Eventually, when you guys get up top, you do now see the black unmarked Cheyenne dropship that I had mentioned mistakenly the first time. It actually is part of this. I just misplaced where it was. Not too long after, you guys see the Blackguard come out, all 5 of them. They're all carrying a couple of the urns, like in, backpacks or whatever. And they detonate the entire mine with breaching charges. And it rocks the entire area up on the surface, and you guys watch as from the outside, like the opening where they originally started the ore shaft just collapses in on itself, taking the mine head, the elevator, all of that completely obliterated. And they don't even say a word. They walk straight to their shuttle, which is on the landing pad by your guys' shuttle, and it just takes off. You guys never see him again. Weaver's like, what the fuck was that all about? And
You
then,
don't want to know.
Ishigara thanks you guys, in particular Scaarr, since he kind of got on good terms with Scaarr, but he thanks you all for helping out. He's glad to see you guys are all safe and okay. Do any of you mention the missing medtech was the Black Guard to him?
No, it seems like something I want to get in trouble for.
Yeah, it's something. I feel it's more of a covert mission, so I'm not even going to mention it.
Okay, what about Ogata and Tagar? Do you guys mention that to him?
I have to ask Scaarr as well, see what he says.
We will, yeah.
No. I mean, I assume that we've discussed that as a group. It just...
Yeah, we probably would, like, on the way up. They're, like, our team. They're our guys. Just a separate section, so...
Okay.
You got to keep the secret, but...
Well, unless Scaarr says otherwise, we'll ask him next time. You guys, like I said, he's happy to see you guys are safe. He thanks you for your help, and he's shocked when they destroy the mine. But, he's like, well, at least we saved some lives. So he wishes you all the best and to stay safe out there on the frontier. And yep.
If Scaarr doesn't, Cruz would kind of like pull him aside and mention like the Church of the Two Divines. Just probably stay away from anyone that talks about that in the future.
He's like, yeah, I've heard some things about them. I've bunch of lunatics, man.
Yeah.
I heard they took some hostages on a colony and they nerve gassed the whole place.
Do you remember what colony it was?
He gives you the name of some colony you never have heard of.
Right. Jeez. Yeah. Free World Empire is crazy, huh?
He's like, oh, they're not Three World Empire. They're all throughout the colonies.
Everywhere? Jeez.
Well, he's like, I've heard more about the Church of the Incubation, but it's these two divines maniacs that are the real problem.
Yeah, they're nerve gassing whole colonies, yeah. Gotta be careful.
I even heard they've claimed responsibility for the border bombings.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Well, well, you guys stay safe. A lot of scared people out there right now with all this going on, so hopefully you don't have to encounter more stuff like this.
Fingers crossed, this is like my third mission. Jeez.
Well, you have more guts than I do, kid.
I'm probably just a fucking idiot, so that's why I joined up, but... we're actually going up to the same place, right? The Gila? The Hela?
Yeah, I guess they would, but eventually you guys are gonna part ways.
Split off,
so,
right?
Yeah. So
I'll see you up there for a little while until our ship comes back and picks us up. So,
all right.
I'll buy you like a soy beer or something up there.
All right, sounds like a plan. All right. Well, eventually, all this comes to an end, and you guys find yourselves eventually back on the Tambatan. You guys will be on the Gila for probably a couple days until you regroup with the other ship. And let's switch up the music here. It's a little too creepy. What's this? How's that? Oh, I know which one. Where's the ship? There we go. Okay. All right. So you you guys will make your your way back to the Tambatan eventually. So, where's my notes? So, what ultimately happens, if we go back to the... Is it this map? Make sure I'm on the right one. Or is it this one? Okay, here we go. It's going to be the main map. Okay. So, you guys are currently here. Tambatan went off to Transept, which is here. And eventually, the Gila brings you guys here to GL 884. It is here that you meet back up with the Tambatam. And once you guys are on board, you guys will have a chance to debrief with Lieutenant Casados, kind of explain what's been going on here. So that's where we'll start. You guys have gotten back to the ship, and she wants an after-action report with all of you guys. So you guys are back together with Casados, and you guys meet back up in the room. Roy is with her, and we'll assume you guys have probably written out reports. So she asks basically for a debriefing. So, is there anything that you guys leave out from what happened?
Nope.
I don't think so.
You want to include the finishing off of the head lady there of mystery?
Yeah. She was infected.
She was literally going to explode or become a monster, so we did her a mercy.
Okay.
Medical expertise, medical personnel.
The medic said it was okay to do it, so I did it.
Yep.
My dad said it was okay, so I shot him in the face.
If it says the medic was okay to do it, I would have words about that.
We got medical clearance to kill her.
Stab her in the back of the neck.
So I'm allowed to give medical clearance to kill anybody. Is that what you're saying?
If they're terminally ill, yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's humane.
Who's this guy think he is? Doc Kevorkian?
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, honestly, it'd be wrong not to approve it, right?
Exactly. This is a mercy.
So, you meet up with Casados. She reads your reports, and then she has an actual meeting with you guys and asks you a bunch of things. She shows some concern when you mention the Black Goo, the mutations, Weyland-Yutani, the Black Guard. She definitely seems surprised at that. If she has any knowledge about the Black Guard operating there, she certainly doesn't show it. She seems as surprised as you guys were. She asks you some follow-up questions. When she hears that they blew up the mine, you can tell she seems a little curious and a little worried about that. Like, that seems to surprise her as well. But ultimately, she is pleased that you guys were able to save as many people as you did, and that it didn't spread, whatever it was. She says she's gonna look into these urns and see if she can find out anything about them. You know, now that you guys have this evidence. So she definitely seems interested in getting to the bottom of that and finding out, you know, what the hell was this all about. Is there anything you guys ask her? Or do you guys just let her do her thing?
If there's any connection she knows of between the Church of the Two Divines and the border bombings, specifically Fort Nebraska. because they were supposedly like the Church of the Two Divines down there.
She says, I've heard rumors, well, not rumors, she's like, I heard that the head of the Two Divines actually put out a message saying that he had summoned his gods to rain down judgment on us, and that they are responsible for the border bombings. But from what I've heard is the children of the Two Divines don't have those kind of resources. So, I mean, they've done some crazy shit, and they've got their hands on some hard equipment, but nothing that can, short of a nuke, nothing that can do what these border bombers have done, so...
Damn, I put in my notes the phrase that the cultists had said, there are demons inside us, and angels, you will become angels, something like, but it didn't save. Fuck.
That's okay, no, I can tell you what it is, because I have that in my notes.
Okay. It seemed important, so I wrote it down, and it didn't fucking save.
I'm glad you were paying attention. Okay, so the cult leader, she said, out there be demons, and all the cultists responded, inside us be angels. And then she used the term destroying angels twice. Once, she said the destroying angels were the ones that were going to come to pass judgment over mankind. And then when she dunked the guy in the goo, she said, you will become a destroying angel.
So I would tell her that, like, this is what they said. She shouted this when she dunked the guy, and then he became a fucking monster.
Yeah, she's not really sure about that, but she's like, well, clearly the goo was doing something. So,
right.
She seems a little concerned that, the UA is trying to get their hands on that, but, maybe they're trying to keep it out of everybody else's hands, but you can tell she doesn't like the idea of it, and you realize if you had brought ones back to her, she probably would not have been too happy about it.
That's good we didn't.
Yeah. You can tell she seems to appreciate all the evidence you got, and she does seem impressed. You guys seem to be pretty thorough with this, so you do get the impression that, like, this was a successful mission. I mean, she tells you as much. It's definitely a successful mission. Yeah, you can tell she wouldn't want that stuff anywhere near the ship. Even though it's not her ship, she is the commanding officer at this point, so for all intents and purposes, it is her ship. Well, we then get to go to some downtime, and we get to go to some experience spending. So why don't we dive into that, and we'll see how that works. So basically, two things happen here. Between missions, you get some downtime, and there's two charts you can roll on. If you spend if you spend experience to gain some skills and stuff, then you get to roll a personal downtime event. The idea being is that you're so focused on all your training and stuff, you're not really hanging out with most of the squad. But if for any reason you don't spend experience, then you're hanging out with the other members of the squad, and there's a chart we roll for that. We can also just roll, see what the rest of the squad's getting up to while you guys are doing your own things, because I assume everybody's probably going to spend experience. So,
yeah. Cruz would probably go and hang out with Tagar and ask him to give him some tips on fucking melee combat, watching him hold off like 3 dudes with a shield and a bent-ass knife.
That's right. Let me pull up the spending experience, because I don't have that. I only have how to gain it. Okay.
Do we get experience for, like, finishing that last portion of the session, the mission?
No, because experience is always at the end of the session, not the mission. Where's campaign play? That's probably it. Alright, give me a second here. Discuss amongst yourself while I look up the experience expenditures. Or how you level up.
So shit, Tagar, I heard you fucking fought one of those guys in a bar by yourself. Did you kill him with a chair or something?
Nope. I just stabbed him until he stopped moving.
All right, I was kind of joking, but that is pretty gruesome.
Weaver came in behind me, and I just couldn't let that spread.
Damn.
As you
say this, Weaver happens to be within earshot walking by, and she goes, "Yeah, don't forget to leave out the part where you dropped a grenade before you stabbed it to death."
I didn't drop it. I aimed that grenade.
You say aim, I say drop. Tomato, tomato.
You gonna go, Division 1 before you join the Marines?
Something like that. A little bit of experience.
Have to get you into the team. We got a football team going on. I'll draft you on my team because I obviously don't want to get fucking spread out by you. Jesus Christ. Tagar.
Here we go.
This is nothing like we prepared for, guys.
It's not like we're trained for this or anything like that. Yeah.
Crazy ass aliens.
Alright, so you can use your experience to improve your skills and talents, or to learn new talents. So, to increase a skill by 1 level, so your 12 skills, to raise it by 1 point, costs 5 experience. You can also learn a new skill that you have no points in. This also costs 5 experience. However, in order to learn a new skill, you must have either used the skill and succeeded during the session, or you have to spend a shift being instructed by a teacher, and the teacher must have at least 1 rank in the skill. Talents also cost 5 XP. They require a day of practice, and you must make a successful wits roll, just wits, for the attempt. You can make 1 attempt per day. If you're instructed by a teacher who already has the talent, the wits roll is automatically successful. So you only have to spend the XP once for the talent, even if you fail. And you keep making the roll once a day until you've learned it.
Okay.
However, it does not look like there's any way to increase your attribute scores. I think those stay the same forever.
Okay.
Damn, I can't get any smarter. That is super depressing.
Do our skills have maxes?
I don't know if there's a max. Was there a max of character creation?
5. I think it's 5. Oh no, that's
attributes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'll have to ask about that. We'll say there's a max of 6 in a skill right now, but I'll find out if there actually is one.
Are talents still locked to our MOS?
No, you can learn any Marine talent, and you can learn any general talent. I guess you could learn a talent from another class. Just those are ones you can start with as a class. They're not really locked in this game. Nothing's really too tied to your class too much once character creation's done. So, but again, if you don't have someone to teach you, you have to keep making wits rolls until you pass. So it could be a little time consuming. How much experience does everybody have to spend? Let's start there.
12.
8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Okay, so the 2 of you can get 2. And what about Ogata? How much did he have, Matt?
I'm sitting at 7.
It's not bad.
Okay, so you can do 1 level up.
Does anyone have the Berserk talent?
Not in your group. I don't think anybody in your
squad.
In your squad would have that. Which one is that again?
Yeah, where's that under?
We could not find it in the talent section. It was under Berserk, I think, or
No, it's Overkill.
Overkill, the Overkill talent, I guess.
Oh, I have that.
Oh, I'm gonna trade with you, son.
There you go.
Yeah,
Let's see.
fucking panicking is bullshit. Berserking is
Overkill is a Marine talent. It's in the folder.
Is it? Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah. All right. Well, Tagar, can you teach me how you channel your fear and desperation into violent urges to murder?
You just have to stop caring if you live or die.
Oh. Okay.
Wow.
One day you'll die.
That's
let it
dark.
happen.
That's dark.
Tagar, is everything okay?
It hasn't been okay for a long time.
Oh, okay. Can you teach me that apathy if I just let you beat the shit out of me for a few weeks?
I can do that.
Hi.
Always happy to help the new guy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna really enjoy this, but we're gonna
No,
go up against shit
you
like that
won't.
down there. I'd rather be pissed and angry than scared and pissing myself, I guess.
Exactly.
And he lets out a deep sigh. Spends the next couple days getting the shit kicked out of him.
Okay. Well,
Nice.
spend 5 XP and you have learned the Overkill talent.
Amazing.
Is there anything else you're gonna try to learn?
I guess, can I go to Ogata and have him teach me how to medical aid people better?
Oh yeah.
Ogata's willing to teach?
Ogata would definitely be willing to help you out and teach that.
Nice.
I mean,
With a little rapport with
You're
my
my buddy.
buddy. Yeah.
huh?
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
Get a little buddy lesson.
Nice.
All right. So 5 XP and you now have 1 rank in medical aid.
Sweet.
All right, and then Sean, please roll me a D6
Oh, okay.
for your event. I'm gonna make more events because D6 is not enough for an entire campaign.
Yeah, 5.
The Marine makes an enemy at the base.
No!
Ooh, someone
So-
else on board the Tambatan is not really your
So-
friend.
When he goes to hang out with Ogata and he's in the medical area, he probably tries to flirt with one of the other med techs or the medical people. And he's just not good.
Okay. Let me see. I haven't done skills on the NPCs yet. So an enemy. Okay. Okay, here I got one. So there is another assault marine that is part of second section. Her name is Sarah Halifax. She's a corporal. She's a little older. You know, she's kind of like Scaarr's character. She's probably like late 30s, maybe getting into early 40s. And she's tough. You have seen her manhandle people like in a hand-to-hand fight. And maybe during your training with Tagar, because he's an assault marine, you do something that just really, really pisses her off. And now you can tell, like, she's got a fucking target. She's got you in her crosshairs.
Oh no!
And she outranks you, which is not good either.
No!
So yeah, she's probably, whenever you run into her, you know, she'll give you a really dirty look and be like, you know, drop and give me 50, that sort of thing. And really testing your patience.
Take the piss out of me.
Yeah.
All right, what are you fucking up over here? Everything. All right. On latrine duty.
Well, you're in space on a spaceship. I don't think you have to worry about latrine duty, but you might be cleaning the bathrooms or something. But yeah.
Isn't that what latrine duty is?
Well, when I hear latrine, I think like you're digging the fucking latrine out back. You know. Yeah.
God.
That's probably way worse than just go clean the bathroom. You know.
Yeah. That's fair.
Okay. Sergeant Schmidt, are you spending any XP? And if so, what are you going to get?
So I'm going to put one in command, since I did successfully use command during this.
So you only have to successfully do it if you're getting a skill you don't have any in.
I don't have any in it.
Oh, you don't? Oh, that's okay. I thought you did. Okay, no problem.
Nope, I do have full rank, but not anything in command.
Okay, well that makes sense then. Yeah, okay. Cool. Alright, so 5 XP, get 1 point in that.
And then...
Did you have more than... Did you have 10? Or 12?
I have 12, so
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm going to learn tough.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Go do some brutal training to bump myself up.
Scaarr's character has that talent, so you can learn it from him.
Perfect.
So, yes, you gain the tough talent. There you go. Nice idea. Nice job.
Damn. I was considering tough or nerves of steel.
Oh, nerves of steel is awesome. Give me a D6 roll, please, Adam.
Alright.
What'd you get?
1.
Okay. The training goes exceptionally well. So, probably because you're training with your buddy, and O'Connell is, he's been around the block. He knows, he knows a thing or two. It's not grueling training like what Sean has to go through. You guys probably become a little bit closer buddies and have a couple jokes. Maybe get a chance to have a beer at some point. And it's easy. You pick it up really, really, really fast. O'Connell seems to be a pretty good teacher. And unfortunately, he's not here to really roleplay anything. But yeah, you've got it. And you feel like you're ready. You're ready for the next assignment.
Perfect.
And what does that talent do?
+2 health.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's super useful.
Yeah. So yeah, you can drag the talents onto your character sheet, and then it'll show up on that page with your talents. And if it doesn't change your stats, just go ahead and change it. You guys can reduce all your stress to 0 as well, and increase your health back up to max at this point. Obviously, you guys are gonna have plenty of time to rest. Nice. Tagar, what are you doing?
Alright, I guess I'm... Because Nerves of Steel will mess with my Overkill talent.
They are kind of opposite ends of the spectrum, but...
Yeah, they'll kind of hurt you.
What does Nerves of Steel do?
All your panic tests are
-2.
-2. Every roll you make for panic is -2.
I kept rolling those panics, and that's hurt.
I mean, but having both of them is probably pretty good, because anything you roll over, 7 is bad. But if you're,
Well, it's only if you roll a 10 that you can't overkill, right?
I have to roll it. Yeah, so it's 11. Once I hit 11 is when I overkill.
Yeah.
But 10 is when you fail. So 10 is a fail and 11's overkill. So if you roll a, 7, 8, 9, or 10,
well, it'll mean you have... I mean, but the other flip side is if you roll a 12, you're going to be down to 10, and you're going to fail.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I will tell you from experience, Nerves of Steel is, I think, the best talent in the game, if not one of the best. I think that's great. I think Overkill's good. Tough is really good. But
Those are
Nerves
probably
of
the best
Steel
rating.
is amazing. But yeah, it kind of goes against what Overkill's meant to do. So
Can I still hit Overkill with Nerves of Steel?
yeah,
Or
it's
will it-
just you're always at -2 when you
Okay, it's just
You
take
need
longer to get there.
Yeah.
yeah. So if you
Okay.
roll a 6, you actually count as rolling a 4.
Okay.
But that means it takes longer for you to fail a roll.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
a 10 is the fail, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So then you need to roll a 12.
Yeah.
So that'll be better for continuing to succeed. And then once you pass that, then you go murder mode. So
Okay.
I think
I'll
both of
go.
them probably okay, but probably tough is the best one to have at this point. 2 extra
Yeah,
HP.
My health is pretty good, and I have real high armor because of my shield.
Yeah.
Like I might be able to wait on tough.
Just keep stacking it.
Yeah.
Fast. What is it? Fast reflexes.
That's another good one. Yep. Drop
Yeah.
2 initiatives. Pick the
I've
better
got
one.
that one, and that's honestly such a solid one.
Yeah, I was moving pretty slow.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with Nerves of Steel, but I need to roll a wits for that.
No.
Unless
have it?
does anybody have it in the squad?
I have Nerves of Steel.
Oh, hey, there you go.
But he's your fucking rival.
Do I want to teach you?
God, I gotta spend a week with this guy.
No, listen, I'll spend a week with him, I'll get it. Then you spend a week with me. You get it. The transitive property, they taught me this in soy school.
Yeah, you can learn from him. That's fine.
All right, Sarge. I appreciate you helping me cool my head out there in the field.
Yeah, of course. No problem. Just, try not to lose your head in the bar next time, huh?
That worked out in our favor.
That's not
Yeah.
what Weaver told me in private.
Oh, I'm sure she has stories to tell.
Just remember, just keep calm, breathe, just fire away.
Count to 10.
Count 10 sheep.
Stab it
go
with
to
my
sleep.
knife.
Yeah, we don't need to get you a new knife. You're just a little bit worn.
All right, roll me a d6, Eric. Let's see
Match my kill count on my knife.
how things go for you.
Little stat tracker on it.
Like Counter-Strike.
Right?
4.
Oh. The Marine receives some bad news from home.
Uh-oh.
What's going on back on the homestead, Eric? What would be bad news for Tagar?
Probably his aging parents. Probably
Okay.
getting sick.
All right.
Not doing so well.
Roll me a d6.
Three.
All right. So your father had a fall, broke his hip. Now they've got to do a surgery because of a blood clot that's forming. And it's, at his age, it's not necessarily a guarantee with the surgery.
Yeah, that'd be pretty rough.
So you've got to worry about that now as you're gearing up for this next mission. Probably get one of those video call messages from your mom. Do you have any siblings?
2.
All right, probably your siblings then, because your mom probably doesn't know how to work the damn thing because she's too old.
That makes sense.
So, yeah, one of your siblings sends you a message. Hey man, Pop's not doing too well. He had a really bad fall. We got to do surgery. They're probably a little worried about money, but I think it's more that it's just, he's got to do surgery and he's in his 70s, sort of thing.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, that sounds believable to me. Matt, how about for Ogata?
Can I try to get the calming presence talent? It
Yes.
is a career talent for the medic.
Ooh.
Yes. And I'm checking to see if there's another medic in the group. There actually is another medic, Matt. You're gonna love this.
Yeah.
Guess who it is? It is Sergeant Frank, quotes, Mr. Perfect, West.
Yeah. Yeah.
He is the sergeant of one of the other squads in second section. I've got some cool artwork. Disregard the bloody... He's probably been through a bar fight in this picture. But that's Sergeant Frank West.
Hell yeah.
His nickname is Mr. Perfect. And he is also a hospital corpsman before he became a sergeant.
Oh.
So...
Well, then, I'd like to get the calming presence talent then.
Alright, well, I'm going to put that on his character sheet. It's canon now. He had calming presence.
Sick.
Alright, yeah, he'll teach you, you know. He tells you how to talk to people, ask them questions to make them feel like they're important and that you actually care. That kind of thing.
I mean, I can pretend to care, you know.
He's like, well, that's the thing. It's not always pretending. You actually have to do care. That's the tricky part. And he's like, believe me, I get it. There's plenty of people that you might not want to be working with, but when you're out there in the ditches, you got gunfire. Only people you can count on are the people that you're out there with. So if you hate their guts, you got to get them to trust you, and you got to get them to believe that you actually care.
Because my life is in their hands, just their life is in mine.
You got it. And even if you hate each other's guts, there's somebody firing at you. That's who you need to hate more. Especially with the UPP out there blowing up all of our colonies. So yes, you can learn the calming presence talent.
Sweet.
Is that the one that Dr. Lark had, Eric? Or no, she had Counselor.
Yeah.
Yeah, Counselor. That was pretty good.
The Counselor was OP.
So once per turn, you may reduce the stress level of another character within short range by 1, in addition to the normal stress recovery. In order to use this talent, you and any character that hopes to benefit from your calming presence... so when you rest, you pick one person and they reduce stress by an additional 1. That's really good.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think it was once per turn, like once per round of combat, so I can like reduce someone's.
No, a turn is 15 minutes. A round is combat. So
well,
this.
not as good as I thought, but whatever.
Well, no, because when you rest, you gain 1 point of stress. You reduce stress by 1 per turn. So with this, you can pick another character and they can reduce 2 stress instead of 1. And then you stack that with Scaarr's banter. That means a character could lose 3 stress in 1 turn if they're the one
That's
that
like
you're
15
calming.
minutes?
Yeah. That's really good. That's still pretty good.
I forgot. Scaarr had banter.
Yeah, you guys never really had a chance to rest, that's why. That last
Yeah.
mission. Okay, and roll me a d6, Matt. Let's see what Ogata gets up to in his spare
Hopefully
time.
something different.
Come on, interesting.
Do a 1d6. 6.
I think we all got separate, different roles.
We did. Extra duties mean training is squeezed and the Marine has 0 social life during this downtime. So, yeah, they keep you busy, Ogata, between Sergeant West trying to get it through your head, how to actually talk to people and care about them, and the Tambatam is busy with all this talk of infections and this black goo and contaminants. They're making you guys go through like extra training and like OSHA type stuff, bloodborne pathogen training, which I actually just had to go through for my job last week.
Every year.
Yeah, so you're watching all the stupid training videos that you've seen year after year, you know, the stupid actors, and it's just like, oh my god, I get it. Avoid hepatitis B. But yeah, there's a lot of buzz on the Tambatan with all this weird shit that's going on, and clearly it's tied into the border bombers somehow, but nobody really knows how. So, okay. Well, before we move on, I need to use the bathroom really quick, the facilities. So, talk amongst yourselves while you train and do your stuff, and then we will get ready for what comes next.
All right. So, Ogata, you think you're gonna stay with us, or I'm very happy to have a friend on here when it seems like everyone's pretty embarrassed to have the rookie on board. But yeah, what are the plans?
Well, you've always been a good buddy. We've always gotten along, and I appreciate the kind words. I don't know. We'll have to see where things pan out from here. Undecided.
Yeah. I'll make sure you avoid any of those random vials or
Black goo.
weird things filled with black goo. Yeah, obviously.
It's like playing with moon sand. It's all right.
What the fuck is moon sand, Sergeant?
You know, you ever have this like squishy metallic sand? No. All right.
Sergeant, is this kind of like an age thing? I don't want to be rude.
It's just like a childhood thing, you know.
Is it like moon boots? My grandpa used to tell me about moon boots.
No, those are like springs on your feet, aren't they?
Yeah. It's basically
No,
just
it's
like
not.
spring shoes that the old people used to like hop around and think they were cool. Is that what that is?
No, this is more like a kid's play thing that they play with their hands. Kind of like you know, back in the old days, the Play-Doh.
Oh, okay, cool.
Just a lot more squishy and doesn't get hard.
So what do you do with it?
Hey, you just touch it.
Cool.
It's just like that goo. You just touch it.
Okay, new conversation.
You hear Weaver go, "Oh, stay squishy and doesn't get hard." You sure you're not talking about yourself, Sarge?
Ooh.
You better watch yourself, Weaver. I'll come back to your chambers here in a second.
Try me.
Sounds like an EO violation.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we need to call HR, whatever HR is for the military.
So, a couple things happen as the mission comes to a close, and the next couple days go by. So, you all are gathered by Lieutenant Casados, and she says, "Well, fellas, got a bit of a reward for you." And you see Roy is standing there, and he's got a small tray in his hand, and you see there's five of you. There's 5 little, like, felt boxes, it looks like. And she begins to open them up, and she goes to Sergeant Schmidt first, and she says, on behalf of the Secretary of Defense herself, you're all being awarded with a Bronze Star. She says, apparently, your efforts in saving all those civilians, well, she was pleased with it. So, she's asked me to present these to you myself, and she was impressed with your reports, impressed with everything you did, impressed with all the lives you saved. So keep up the good work. Stay thorough, stay sharp out there, and keep making the Corps look good like we're supposed to. So one by one, she presents you guys with a Bronze Star. And Lieutenant Casados, when she gets to you, Sean, she says, "There's even one for you, rookie. Not bad."
Does she prefer to be referred to as sir or ma'am?
You've noticed she prefers ma'am. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Usually American military uses sir and ma'am, depending. I think is it UK that uses just sir for everybody?
I'm not sure.
The UK are all just super lame, so they don't actually matter.
But no, look.
And there's definitely a staff NCO that's butchering the warrant, because he can't read.
But yeah, you've noticed she prefers to be called ma'am. So.
And then, do we know the Secretary of Defense's name?
Yes. Hold on, because her full title is a mouthful.
Shit.
Do you hear that, Weaver? A mouthful.
She's not. Well, I guess would she get it?
Are you shouting that down the hallway?
Yeah, no, you guys are in like a separate room. She's walking by. Yeah.
Just hit the door open, see Weaver. Mouthful.
I don't know if her and Roy being the drop. No, it's probably just you guys, because you were actually doing the rescuing. So,
she did fight though, right? She helped Tagar.
Well, I mean, she went in there, but she never actually fired off a shot before he killed it.
Went in there.
Oh yeah, we can't get right. That's fucking bullshit.
So, so she was previously the admiral of the fleet because she was the head of the colonial navy.
Okay.
But it's Secretary Joel de la Cruz.
So it's spelled like Joel.
Joel, and then add another LE to that.
Okay.
I don't know how that's pronounced. Here, I'll type it in chat for you guys.
Joel de la Cruz. Love it.
Oh, well, keep in mind, you're related to her. She's your cousin.
She just wanted to make sure that was the right person.
No, that is her. I don't know if I showed you guys a picture, so you guys would, at least you would know because she's family. But this is Secretary de la Cruz. So she was previously the admiral of the fleet. She was the highest ranking officer of the entire Navy. She is now the Secretary of Defense, and she's also a member of the council, the UAA Council. So she is one of the highest ranking people in the entire military. And Cruz, you would know that she thinks her kind of belief system is that the military might of the UA should not fall on any one specific nation, and it needs to be what it's supposed to be, which is a united front. And in a lot of history, the US was always kind of leading that effort. And it still kind of is that way because they lead the Marines, whereas now the Navy is the Latin American colonial Navy. And, she kind of wants to get rid of that and make it more like it's just the UA Navy, Because, the Navy is Latin America, the Marines are the US, and the Army is Canada. And there's still, mixtures of other nations in there, but it was kind of like the U.S. Navy got absorbed by the Latin Navy, and now that's the main Navy of the whole UA. But she wants to get rid of that kind of naming convention because she thinks it would make things be more unified, which is the whole point of the UA. At least that's how she looks at it. So, and yeah, she wants to make the U.S. Colonial Marines just become the UA Colonial Marines. And there's a lot of pushback on that, just mostly because of tradition. And some people just being hard-headed and stubborn or too proud. But, yeah, so that's your distant cousin, So yes, you all get a bronze star. Well done.
Holy shit, we're so good at this.
And during this downtime, at one point, Weaver actually finds you, Tagar. maybe you're eating some food or you're at the gym working out or whatever, and she says, "Hey, just want to say sorry I froze up back there. I was hoping I'd be a little bit more help, but that fucking thing really spooked me."
Hey, it happens. Those things were not what we prepared for or were ready for on this mission. And, I had a reaction down in the cave that, stopped me from performing. So, hey, we're there for each other.
She gives you like a genuine smile. She's like, "I think there's a dirty joke in there somewhere, but I'll let that one go."
Next time.
She says, "All right." She's like, "Yeah, well, I hope we don't have to fucking fight any more monsters."
Here's hoping.
That was fucked up, to say the least.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we all know that her wishes are probably not going to be put true. So, after you guys leave the GL-884 system, you discover that you are headed to just 1 parsec away to the GJ-1265 system, and to the planet known as Symbaris. Once again, you are gathered up in the meeting room. Well, actually, let's take a step back here. Sean, I heard you talking to Ogata. Not that it's necessarily Ogata's choice, but it is Matt's choice whether or not he wants to come back and play in the next mission, or if you want to take a break, or if you want to become a permanent member of the cast. So I will leave that to you, good sir.
Oh, well, thank you. I have not decided, but I will consider it and let you know. I'll think on it.
All right.
And if I do a permanent thing, I will, endeavor to, do the whole camera thing.
Okay. Well, that's no problem. It's more just whether or not Ogata's going to be part of this briefing for the next mission. Because if you're not coming on the next mission, then they wouldn't have you as part of it. We'll just assume it's the 4 of them.
Oh, that's reasonable. I mean, probably include him in the mission briefing.
Okay. All right, cool. All right.
Next time he's got a stomach flu and he can't come.
I had nightmares. Oh.
Typical D&D reason to fucking not fight.
Yeah. Your cryo sleep, although only a day or 2 long, is plagued by those nightmares you guys all had before to some degree, where you all have very violent dreams. You see dark shapes. You have this overwhelming sense of dread. But it once again seems to affect O'Connell worse than the rest of you. And just like before, when you guys awake from cryosleep, he looks physically like he has not slept. And you can see he is dragging. However, regardless... Dragon? Yep. You meet up once again with Lieutenant Casados. And once again, Roy is with her. As always, her command android. And she's waiting for you guys. As you guys... she's already there when you guys start filing in. She's like, "All right, kids, gather around." So, about 3 days ago, Command received an encoded message from Azura Colony on the planet of Symbaris in GJ-1265. It's old code, something the UA doesn't use anymore, but it's been confirmed that it's legit. Apparently, the UPP have seized the colony and are searching for an android of theirs that went rogue. Our contact on Azura is a retired Marine, Lieutenant Hank Morgan. He's the one that managed to get the message out. Says the android claims to have escaped from UPP control and has vital intel that would be of great interest to the UA. Droid wants to trade this intel for safe passage off the colony. We're sending your squad in. I need you to meet up with the LT at Gatekeeper's Bar, locate the synth, confirm the intel, and then report what you guys learn. Enemy strength is unknown on this one, so this is going to be a covert op. You're going to be sent in as a regular resupply ship for the colony. Keep a low profile, and be careful. Any questions?
I would
have. Oh, go ahead.
No. Your question is in character. My question is out of character.
Gotcha.
Okay.
No, I just want to make sure we're not going to have any surprise blackguards this time around, right?
She says, Sarge, if you think I had anything to do with that or knew anything about it, well, you're wrong.
No, just messing around with it. Just
Any-
throwing the idea out.
Even if I did, what makes you think I could tell you?
I don't know, just rather know ahead of time than run into them.
Fair.
She doesn't seem to get as much enjoyment out of that joke as the sergeant does. What's your question, Sean?
So command received an encoded message from it was Symbaris.
Symbaris. I'm sorry, on the map.
Symbaris.
That's the name of the planet. That's the system that you're in.
So it's the Symbaris system and the Symbaris planet.
No. GJ 1265 is the system.
Okay.
Whenever you see these, the top word is the system, and then anything that has a dash next to it is either a planet or a colony or like a celestial object. It's something specific. In this case, Symbaris is a planet.
Gotcha. Okay.
And
I only have one monitor, so I have Discord up half.
Oh, okay.
Notes are on the other
That's okay. The colony is called Azura.
Azura. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Just like the color, basically.
Like Azura. Cool. And then Hank Morgan is the Marine's name.
Yes, he's a retired Marine. He was a lieutenant.
Okay. Did we hear the name of the android or the synth we're looking for?
No, you did not.
Okay, so I will ask her if she knows the name.
No. Morgan's message was shortened to the point.
Okay, but we can find them at the either the synth or Morgan at Gatekeepers, the bar.
Yeah, that's. I think you want to track down the LT because he'll probably lead you to the droid.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Do we know of any UPP hostiles on or in the area?
Well, like I said, all we know is they've seized the colony.
Okay.
So, we don't know strength, but I would expect some trouble if they managed to seize the whole colony.
So then, personal question as Sean, would the UPP then enforce like a language difference? So would we need to be able to speak whatever the UPP language is to like pass as colonists?
You don't know. Not sure.
Okay. But since we're regular resupply, we could kind of like just pass it off. Hopefully.
So she will explain further. She's like, all right, your insertion's going to work like this. You're going to be going in on a production model Cheyenne. No weapons, smaller cargo capacity, so you're not going to have the APC. That will give you away anyway, so you're not taking it. It won't fit, all right? But the production models of these things, these birds, they don't have weapon systems, right? You're a commercial vessel, more or less. You're bringing in supplies the colony would normally need. Medical stuff, construction supplies, that sort of shit. Okay? All your gear is going to be stored, hidden, smuggled, if you will, in this cargo. Alright? Weaver will show you how it works. But you're going to have all your gear, but it's going to be hidden. You're going to be going in as the crew of this drop ship. We got fake credentials for you. Alright? You get down there, you find your way to the bar, and like I said, you track down the synth or you track down Morgan. Once you find out what this synth has and what it's offering, you let us know and we'll go from there.
So be quiet about it.
If they've managed to take an entire colony, you might be looking at squads or even a full platoon. I mean, this is a colony of over 500 people. So...
Oops.
And apparently 500 dice.
Okay.
So, yeah. If you give your position away, it's all going to go tits up.
Yeah. So, okay.
And I shouldn't have to say this, but I will. We don't want any civilian casualties. So don't go in waving your guns around unless there is no other alternative.
Yes,
No
shooting in the air again.
The last thing we need is the UPP getting trigger happy and massacring an entire colony. It's an independent colony, okay? It's not UA, but it's still our job. They reached out for help, and there's another Marine of ours, even if he is retired, alright? So you better make sure nothing happens to him and nothing happens to any civvies. Not on my watch. Understood?
Understood.
Yes, ma'am.
There's expectations now that you got that fancy star on your uniform, okay? Now you got other eyes on you, not just mine. Alright, what are we waiting for? Get the hell out of here. Shuttle will be prepped in an hour.
So then, as a player, we should basically leave all of our heavy UA equipment.
So, the way it works before we finish tonight, Weaver will show you. You have these massive containers, and they've got a false bottom.
Okay.
So the stuff, basically the shelving unit comes out, you store your gear under there, and then they put the cargo on top of it.
Okay.
So you can take...
Go to shit, we can...
Yeah, you can take your armor and your weapons and shit, but when you actually go down there, you're not going to be equipped with it. So...
Okay.
You know, you probably have like a sidearm, because even if you're a civilian, you know, oh, the captain's got a handgun, you know, that's normal, right?
Yeah.
But you're going to have uniforms to look like crew of a ship, and you guys can make up your own fake credentials if you want, otherwise, you know, they'll give you. But like, you'll have a fake ID with a fake name, but it'll be your picture to make it look like, oh, you're so-and-so the mechanic, or you're so-and-so the pilot, or whatever, you know.
Before we go down to the planet, can I go to Mother and request like a... Oh, no, I already have a cutting torch, so... Well, that's Scaarr's cutting torch.
We'll do all that next time, because we're
Okay.
at the end here. But that is what your mission is going to be. So,
Oh, boy.
and the name of this one, it's not Deep Shaft Part 2, unfortunately. I can't. Yeah. Deep Shaft is about as good as the names get.
We made it to the bottom of Deep Shaft.
We did.
We were fully at the balls of Shaft.
Fully penetrated.
This one is called Operation Perchance to Dream.
Okay.
I like Deep Shaft number 2.
I have a hard time making it dirty.
Yeah. Deep Shaft is pretty good, but Perchance to dream. We'll have to workshop to make it as disgusting as we could.
Cool. All right. Well, let us do XP really quick, and then we will call it a night. So, everybody gets 1 XP for showing up. Sorry, Scaarr. Sucker. Did you risk or sacrifice something to further your personal agenda?
No.
That sounds like a whole lot of crickets to me.
When the sergeant failed, I did try to kill his bad guy so he wouldn't get killed.
I didn't fail. I was shooting the air. Okay.
Yeah, but you didn't risk anything. I mean, you didn't, dive in front of him. You stayed in cover and shot.
I increased my stress, which then made me
No, you're
more
not.
vulnerable to failure. Okay, well, fuck you.
No. You're really fishing on that one. Did you risk your life for your buddy PC?
I helped my buddy PC, but I wouldn't say I risked my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't risk anything, no.
More crickets. Okay, did you challenge or stand up to your rival PC?
No.
Okay, well, here's one everyone will get. Did you make a panic roll?
Oh yeah.
I mean, 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like the whole session.
Here's another one. Did you overcome a dangerous event using violent or non-violent means?
Yes.
Yes.
A little
Yeah,
violent.
yeah.
Did you make a significant discovery or revelation?
Guns kill people?
I mean, we got the information from the Black Guard
Yeah.
about, they were taking the urns back.
High command from the Marines is looking
Set
for
them
these
out.
these urns, yeah.
I'll give you that because they didn't reveal that last time. You just knew that they were here on UAAC command or orders, but now they told you that they were here to actually get those. So I will agree on that one.
Okay.
Did you perform an extraordinary action of some kind? I don't think. No. There was
Yes. I stepped in the black goo.
Ooh. From knowing what it does to people, I would say maybe.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't step into the black goo and then ace 5 guys like Karambit did.
Come on, that's a pretty high fucking.
He's got a
bar.
better gun than I do. Come on.
Hey man, all you gotta do is auto. Just go all full auto.
Full auto, hit
Yeah.
8 shots and not panic. Come on, it's easy.
Hey man, take the talent machine gunner. You can go full auto and you don't gain stress when you do it. That's another good
Ooh,
one.
Good to know. Can I learn that from Karambit?
If you ever meet him again,
Hey, all
sure.
right, I'll
Well, no,
make sure to
he
do
was.
that.
I think he was taking stress when he did it. I don't think he has that
Oh,
talent.
okay.
But just roll 8 successes every time you shoot, and you just gun down everything in your path.
There you go.
Yeah.
Fucking easy, bro.
That was incredible, man.
Yeah.
I love it when badass NPCs actually roll like the badasses they're supposed to be. That's helpful. And last but not least, did you earn any money? I'm going to double check, but this is probably going to be yes, because I think we're going to basically do your pay after each mission.
Okay.
So we'll say yes for that one. And Sean, just leave me a note to check on what that might be. I don't know if the money's really going to matter in this. But we'll do that. And then I think, I'm trying to find the rules here, Eric. I think for those of you that rolled high enough on the panic table, you might actually get a mental trauma.
Ooh.
But I'm trying to find it in the rules here. Let's see. Here we go. Permanent mental trauma. If you rolled a result of 13 or higher, which
I don't think I rolled 13.
I don't think any of us rolled a 13.
it's flee.
That might be, yeah.
Well, you guys had 12, which was scream. So no
Scream.
one hit the 13. Okay.
I did. Did I run away at some
No, you had seek cover,
No.
which is
seat
11.
cover? Yes, yeah. Okay. Ooh, we're so close.
So if you get a 13 or higher during a panic test during the session, you must make an empathy roll after the session. Roll for the attribute only, no skill. If the roll succeeds, you develop a permanent mental trauma of some kind. And there's a chart you roll on. So, yeah, don't
do that.
Don't do
No
that.
stress.
Well, I guess that means if you have overkill...
You can't.
If you have
Well,
rolled
you
a
can still
13 or higher,
roll.
yeah, I guess you still would, but...
You can still roll, but it always just defaults to the
Yes,
best
so you
fucking
could-
panic.
Yeah, which is technically a 14, so I guess you still would get a trauma.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
So does that mean like an 11 or higher results in a mental trauma?
No, because it says you have to have rolled a 13.
Okay.
You don't actually roll the berserk, you just, you trigger
You
it.
get there.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, there we have it, folks. We're on to our next mission next week. Operation Perchance to Dream, Part 1. We're going to dive more into the creepiness that's going on here and some more awesome meta plots. So, you don't want to miss it. So come on by next time. Matt, thank you for joining us once again.
Of course.
Hopefully Scaarr will be back next week, and we will have a full group once again. So thank you all for stopping by. We will see you same time, same place. Signing off.